Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Benny Show featuring Basil. I call it the Benny Show featuring Basil, but it really should just be the Basil Show.
Oh, come
as I mostly
now.
just sit back and let him cook, you know? But yeah, great show. A lot planned tonight. A lot to go over. Welcome back, Basil. As you know, welcome back.
Thank you so much for having me. We're having a little bit of a generational ourselves.
Our own little run, if you will. But I don't know if you saw in the intro there, but we have our first sponsor of the Benny Show. The Benny Show is brought to you by North Idaho Tallow Company. Great company based right here in America, in Northern Idaho, if you couldn't tell by the name, making products out of 100% grass-fed beef tallow. That's right. No junk, no fillers, no endocrine-disrupting garbage.
Mm-hmm.
Just the good stuffs.
By Americans, for Americans.
By Americans, for Americans. It's North Idaho Tallow Company. If you're interested, go to BenniBasilSoaps.com. Once again, that is BenniBasilSoaps.com. All one word. No dashes. Nothing like that. Am I forgetting anything?
No, but I just have to say, some of these hoes could fucking never.
They could never.
Episode 3, we got a sponsor, bitch.
Yeah, they could never. And also, just another shout out about the company. Longtime Benny heads will know that I'm from that region. I'm from Eastern Washington, Northern Idaho, so I have a lot of love for not only the region, but I've been using beef tallow-based products for quite a while, almost 2 years, I'd say. So it was a natural, easy fit here for the Benny Show. Happy to have them on board.
It's all about authenticity, folks.
Authenticity. You know? It's where the real deal here.
It's not going to turn your brain blue. It's not about, there's no trannies in this magazine. It's just wash your ass, buy Americans, for Americans, and support the show.
Soaps, balms, chapsticks, you name it.
Beard things,
it's
pomades.
All good stuff. All good stuff. Check it out, Benni Basil Soaps. Anyway, let's get into things. Wine.
Yes.
Let's crack open the first Groypers delight here, as I call it.
Let's do tonight. We're gonna be enjoying a Riesling.
Okay,
regardless.
very nice.
But tonight we have Brotherhood Vineyards in New York.
Is it Finger Lakes Riesling by chance?
I feel like it is.
They're known for it, and they make a good one.
Finger these lakes, girl.
Yeah.
America's oldest winery.
Very nice. I love it.
And we learned our lesson from last time.
We're missing out.
The Alkies special, a fucking screw top. So yeah, we're gonna be enjoying a nice little New York Riesling. That's the thing. It's like the North Idaho fucking soaps, the New York Riesling.
We represent where we're about it. We're real. We love America.
It's not keyed energy where Jonathan Keeperman takes keyed energy to an investor meeting and they're all Indian. Not here.
It's not about that. We're not going to talk about that.
But
Benni Basil Soaps.
Yes, check it out.
And we'll get our honorary cheers here.
Cheers.
Cristal, German Cristal.
Delicious.
Ooh. Very, very berry-like, but still has that petroleum, gassy,
absolutely,
that you love out of a Riesling.
But she's sweet, it's nice.
Sweet.
It's nice.
Very drinkable. Let's get right into things. This is basically continuing coverage of what is being known as the Tuckercaust. We talked. You said last time we were here that better than October 7th, in terms of really like pulling back.
Plainly, strictly in those terms.
Yes, strictly
in those terms.
Only in these terms. Let's be clear. Just pulling the curtain further back for us media market noticers and enjoyers. It's really been the gift that keeps on giving. Like just yesterday, Chuck Schumer pushing for a official resolution to denounce or disavow Nick Fuentes. Like what even...
Which apparently, I could be wrong, but has never happened before.
No, that's not.
For a single individual person.
Nope.
Oriful.
Yeah.
Put that in the fucking history books. That's going to be like an AP US history question.
Yeah, that's an interesting one.
It must be so fucking crazy to be that guy.
Yeah, but the crash outs from Ben Shapiro, Mark Levin, some of your favorite dissident right posters here on X, the Everything app. A lot of great reactions, and I wanted to go over some of I want to let you talk about the BAP Well, first let's talk about Dasha.
That's how we get to it, really.
Let's not bury the lead here.
You know, it's so funny because when Nick went on Red Scare, a bunch of people DM'd me being like, well, ha ha ha, look at Nick going on Red Scare. I'm like, first of all, I don't care what Nick does. Like, let Nick do what he's doing.
He's
right?
his own man.
It's like, first of all, I also understand that it's like, you know, you got to do it for the lore. You know, they've been talking about you for years and blah blah. Like, first of all, I don't. Do you think I'm so fucking
for
crazy?
The Red Scare the Dime Square cinematic universe,
right? It's like you are some villain that you have to like now you know take your war brides, really. But it's like you think I'm so fucking crazy to think that like Nick is gonna be like, well, I was gonna go on Red Scare, but you know, like what do you how crazy do you think I am?
People are retarded.
But it's really funny. But I wish I fucking knew beforehand. Because I would have been like, listen, Nick, you know, obviously they're not, when you ask them if they're like Teal affiliated, she's going to say no, because it's like, you know, I don't think Anna actually ever got a check that was like signed by Peter Thiel that says like for, you know, bringing the post left to the dissident right, you know?
No, yeah, it's not. They have ways of doing that, and one of these ways I'm a little familiar with these is crypto schemes.
Yes,
Shitcoins.
Yes. Well, one way was I would have told him, be like, hey, listen, well, did you get flued out by Compact? Because I remember she spoke at Compact. Let's talk about Compact being funded by Horseshoe Inc., which is allegedly a cutout from Teal or whatever. But yeah, no, the crypto coins, right? Because it's like, you know, if you noticed, you remember Dasha coin, Anna coin. You know, more broadly, we have Trad coin, Trend coin.
All of those.
All of those coins. It's like, you'd be like, sure, you didn't get a fucking check from Peter Thiel, but like, who was the dev that hit you up for Anna coin?
Yeah.
You know? And that's how the coins work, because it's like...
he has an Urbit page?
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he's at Palestra in El Salvador right now, getting his fucking cheeks clapped, whoever it may be.
Weird.
But it's like, you know, the Dasha coin or whatever is not meant to rug pull the audience. What those coins do are like create a fig leaf to funnel money. Yeah. So the early holders, the early investors,
it's just obfuscation. Yeah.
Exactly. Like it's like and then you dump 10, 50, 100,000, whatever the amount is. Yeah. And then you pull out and that's it. Like some of the audience might actually make a little bit of money by riding the wave.
Oh yeah. If you time it right.
Exactly. But the point is about obfuscating those kind of transactions. Yes. And that's why the whole thing with like Little Tech's whole reason for getting on the Trump train are twofold. One is to like funnel contracts to them, right? So the IRS is using Palantir or whatever the case may be. And then it's like to make sure that whoever is, you know, running the SEC or whatever is like not going to dig into that, is not going to make you report XYZ for your crypto shit. So that way you could like sponsor your sucking fucks at Palestra House in El Salvador.
And it's funny because it also kind of relates to the whole Mark Andreessen sphere of people who love crypto. And like it was very blatant. I even remember on Joe Rogan when he's like, oh, I switched sides politically because of what I heard they were going to do with crypto and AI. I'm like, oh, so there goes your vectors. I get it's fucking with your business a little bit, but there goes your vectors to influence. So if crypto is heavily regulated and...
Because it's like, that's what's sus about it. Because it's like, for everyone else, you either had like two major waves of becoming like red-pilled or whatever, right? You either got red-pilled during like the 2015, 2016 alt-right, whatever, and you were with all those people. And I'm honestly like, thank God I didn't get fucking like fully red-pilled then.
Yeah. You would have been loony.
Oh my God. I would have been out there with fucking Milo and Laurel Luber, the blood.
You would have been you would be on the streets.
I'd be like, no, it would be a mess. It would really be a mess. So thank God. Like, God works in the best way. He's the greatest of all planners. So, amen. But then the second wave was during the second Trump election.
The 2020
and COVID.
That's the big C,
all
the
of us a lot of us came in, especially those post-left people, et cetera, et cetera. So... But, you know, if you didn't get red-pilled then, you came in 2024? Where were you during COVID? Oh, during COVID, you were actually working with the government to censor the internet.
Yeah, you were enforcing all of these disinformation and misinformation campaigns. What's that all about?
You weren't red-pilled then.
Yeah, like people once again, another "you are cattle" moment was when people were falling for the Zuckerberg image rehabilitation arc. I'm like... Fucking 2 months before the Joe Rogan interview, he was actively suppressing any right-wing thought, like the Hunter Biden laptop shit, the COVID stories.
And that's the thing. It's like all that was a kind of playing a game of Chinese fire drill where finance got out of the driver's seat and little tech got in the...
They got to secure the bag.
Exactly. So... And
their influence.
So, I mean... That's to the whole like thing of like I wish I could have let Nick know like, hey, listen, they're gonna say no to the teal money. But like taking a step back and thinking about Nick going on Red Scare, it's just so funny. First of all, it's funny that you got fired, bitch, but we'll get to that. Yeah. What's funnier in the broader sense, that's not personally me just giggling, is I'm also giggling at this too, bitch.
Wait, sidebar, we have to say we stand for you.
Yeah.
But.
On principle.
Who
must get fired, bitch?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, shout out to Snake Skin, go fuck yourself. Whatever your name is, Matt, what was it? From Lizzie McGuire, Matt something, whatever.
Matt Iglesias.
But when you take a step back, it's like if you were a guy in 2019, 2020, and you were going to BAP or Costin, whatever, in the DMs and saying, hey, I like you, I like this Nietzschean shit, I like this vitalist shit, but I see that you're like cozying up to this Dime Square scene.
And I see that you're liking pictures of men's asses in your DMs.
Well, that too. Well, we love it for that. It's like do porn. It would be more honest, as he says. It
would be more honest.
But the thing is, it's like back then, if you said like, listen, if you were like me and you said, listen, these girls run cover for the trans question. This is a litmus test thing. This is like this is a problem.
They're anti-doll clocks.
Exactly.
Like you can't be doing that in their sphere.
He would tell you, and he would tell his top guys. He'd be like, well, we need them because they are going to bring our message to the mainstream, to the girls.
With the women question at the Foids, yes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And he would discipline you for that. He would be like, no, you can't say that. Lo and behold, bitch, just 5 years later, your major media market rival takes them as war brides. And they're playing footsie. Yarvin's playing footsie with them. The fucking BAP girls, the fucking Dime Square girls are playing footsie with them. You even have fucking Matt Moldovan Citizen playing footsie with him now. And it's like, look at you, sidelined, left in the dust. No Blaze show for you. So I giggle.
Just a little bit.
There's a Donald Trump clip where he's like, and we love it because I like when bad things happen to bad people. And it's like, yeah, go fuck yourself. Like, who has to get fired? Like, let me just say
and also, as Trump would say, it's a bit cute.
It's a bit cute. It's a little cute. It's a bit cute that, Anna and Dasha's unofficial fan club tried to get me fired for being transphobic, I guess, or for simply saying that gender identity and expression should not be recognized in law. I don't care how you dress. I don't care who you're with. I don't care who you fuck.
Yeah, we're cosmopolitans, as you like to say. We have fun here.
And just because we stood 10 toes down on the anti-left position, or I stood 10 toes down on the anti-left position, I have your fans emailing my job to get me fired.
What's that about?
But here I am, back.
Yeah, out of retirement, on the casting couch once again. I have to say the casting couch every time. It's a recurring gag.
And now you're going into doing your apology tour, basically, with, of course, Glenn Greenwald.
Yo, fuck.
Like, let's be so fucking for real.
Guy only looks right when he's throwing jabs.
Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Because you're the godmother of his purchased children. The
lost children.
You go on it. And the thing is, and I have to reiterate what we said last week, where it's Glenn Greenwald, Anna Kasparian, Cenk Uygur, Aaron Mate, Ryan Grimm. Keep an eye on Ryan Grimm. He's throwing signals and stuff. It's like, I'm sorry. This is a redux of what we did in 2018. The trans question is not a distraction. It is a litmus test.
It's really,
As we are having this thing where these people are coming together on Israel, it's easy for them to jump the Israel hurdle litmus test. They're on board with that.
Yeah.
When they're rushing towards you, you got to give them hold up. Let's just be clear. Are trans women or women? As they short circuit, okay, cool.
Yeah, they go, well... If you don't get a concrete answer within 2 seconds and it's not no or whatever, come on.
Exactly. And it's like at that point then, it is a thing where you might be able to work specifically on a specific issue, but if we're thinking about it in terms of creating a broad-based populist coalition, you cannot be giving these people bona fides and credentials and credence if you know that they are not on side because of the trans question stuff. And the trans question stuff, as any Basil enjoyer knows, goes to the censorship regime.
Yeah, I was about to say longtime Basil heads are probably tired of the TQ, but I mean, it's just so crucial because it's still every day getting brushed aside as a culture culture issue or something that we could probably cave on because we all have the cool trans friend,
or it's a distraction, or it's culture war.
It's culture war. Yeah, and
but the thing is, it's like when Nick was talking about, it's like, okay, we'll drop, free markets if you drop, immigration,
which we're going to talk about later. Yeah,
it's like you can't get them to say men can't be women, you're not going to get them to say America was founded by white people and that white people are an oppressed minority, et cetera, et cetera. It's like, it is the lowest bar for them to try to get over, and they'll obfuscate on everything. But if they can't say it with their whole chest, that's a litmus test.
Yeah.
But yeah. So, told you so to Costin. LOL to Dasha.
Yeah.
To the audience, yes, no, obviously we shouldn't. We in principle, blah blah blah
in
blah
principle,
blah.
Yes,
but LOL, I'm giggling, bitch. You try to get me fired, bitch. Get your ass to fucking scrubbing dishes, bitch.
Yeah, Dime Square. Why don't you work at the Dime's Diner?
Go work at Clandestino, bitch. Why don't you go wash some fucking dishes, hoe?
Yeah.
I need a cleaning lady, bitch. and the thing is, too, the fucking guy, apparently, who was, like, emailing her talent agency, fat brown gay guy or something, I don't know what it fucking was. You were worried about the wrong fat brown gay guy.
Yeah, look what happened.
Look at you. Yeah. You're calling me crazy and obsessed and this and that. Bitch, I wasn't emailing your job. Your people were emailing my job. You people are sick and twisted.
Yeah.
Sick and twisted, folks.
It's really gross. But yeah, the Tuckercaust has really been just hit after hit after hit of really pulling the curtain back on this media market landscape as we know it. With you really see where the tiles fall, and I feel like it's always about you and Nick because you were the only people that call out these patronage networks to a certain degree that always get raped over at Kohl's, as they like to say. But anyway, yeah, I don't know where I was going with that.
Well, to keep on the thing, it's like, what I saw today? I saw the writer for the Free Press, the one who was on stage a couple days ago talking about how, like, the problem with the Holocaust education is that it gets people to side with the oppressed instead of the oppressor. It's like, okay, well, first of all, I'm not even to start. That's a whole can of worms that you fucking... These people talk insane. Like, they really don't even understand, like, how, like, insane
they really say, not to say the tired saying, but they really say the quiet part out loud.
Truly.
Like, they don't see, like... flashback to a couple months ago of when Bibi Netanyahu, he was like, we're going to be, working with their influencers. We're going to be running campaigns for the information for Israel against disinformation. It's like, oh, you're just saying that.
Mm-hmm. But if I say it, I'm crazy and I'm an anti-Semite or whatever. Yeah. But and then that's the thing about what's great about this whole generational run of Nick is that it just goes to show that you can... they used to say, oh, low IQ anti-Semitism, low IQ anti-Semitism. You don't hear that much anymore.
No.
Because what Nick has shown is that you can say with your whole chest and make valid critiques, articulate critiques about Jewish supremacism. Yes. It's not about hating anyone. It's about saying that you are doing this thing.
There is a foreign government meddling with everything.
Right, and there's a contingent of the population that has a loyalty to that because of an ethnic tie.
Yes.
Right? And that they are allowing themselves, and we allow them to do it in a way that we would never let white people do it.
Yeah.
And talking about that. And it's like, it opens up this space to at least be able to talk about that issue. But what's really funny about that is, like, as they're doing that, that same Free Press lady who talked about the whole, like, the problem with Holocaust education, I saw today she's trying to get Anna canceled. Because there's a clip of when Nick went on Red Scare, and Anna's like, I agree with you on the JQ. And of course, like, okay, JQ is very loaded terminology. But I replied to her, I was like, let me know when Barry hits you up to tell you to take this down.
Yeah.
Because Dasha's not Anna, and you work for the Free Press. Anna and Barry are like this. Mm-hmm. Maybe like this.
Yeah, who knows? Who knows?
I don't know. I'm not saying nothing. But they're that's your boss's friend, bitch. You better watch your fucking mouth.
Yeah.
And you're not canceling Anna from anything,
Was this the one you were looking for?
This is the Holocaust education.
I won't get the audio just in case. You never know. But I will just bring it up just for a little B-roll here.
It's like, these people, first of all, are insane. It's like, exactly, and you know what's so funny? It's like, of course, in the background, it's the Jewish Federation, World Jewish Congress.
Yeah.
And you have people like Chris Rufo who are like talking, and whether it's Chris Rufo today talking about the Somali welfare scams that they're doing.
Oh, in Minnesota.
In Minneapolis, and fucking
wild
what they're doing in Dearborn and all this shit.
Yeah.
It's like, so let me know when I get fired for criticizing the Somalis. Let me know when there's a World Somali Congress. Or there's the Somali Federation. And the president of Somalia is making a speech to the joint houses of Congress.
Yeah, why are we all not getting raped over the coals? I'll say it. Damn it, I didn't say it correctly this time. Raped over at coal. Fuck! you know what I'm trying to say. Over, like, when we were all ripping on Omar Fateh or whatever, that alien bug-like freak-looking mayoral candidate for Minneapolis. Yeah, where was the the Stop Somali Hate group? Where was the...
It doesn't exist.
It doesn't exist.
Exactly. And it's like, and it's so annoying to see this brand of right-wing commentator take seller who does this thing, whether, because like you say, like there's on the dissident sphere, you have the Rufo doing it about the Somalians, or you have that guy who had a fucking panic attack on Fox News doing it in Dearborn. But then you also have like the more normie con, almost like DeSantard type of people who are like, they're doing Sharia schools in Texas and Florida. And I'm like,
it's the same people who, you know, the trannies in schools, drag shows in schools, they just transferred it over to, we're getting Sharia law, and we have a 96% Muslim high school.
And I'm like, so clearly you're obviously going to make a big deal about yeshiva schools or the Jewish religious courts in New York.
Or Prime Williamsburg,
or the fucking welfare fraud in Muncie, New York, or Brooklyn, where they don't get married in civil court so they could get welfare for all of like their 10 Hasidic children.
And they don't pay tax.
So that's the thing. It's like, but the thing is, like, it's so obvious. It's so naked. It's like the audience is more sophisticated now. That's what Nick's generational run did. In addition to, you know, making his career much more mainstream. God bless him, Baruch Hashem. Yeah. But it's about like blowing up that space in the discourse so that we can like say like, sorry, that whole Blaze shtick doesn't fucking work. You can't like share
Doyle who?
Bitch, we're coming for your love. We're leaving you in the fucking dust, bitch. It's like from a long line of gooners. But it's like, you know, you can't do that thing where you're going to share a Rufo Lomez clip and be like, it's immigration. Bitch, at the fucking Manhattan Institute, you're writing policy papers about the benefits of legal immigration. What the fuck are we talking about here?
I know I got that pulled up somewhere.
You know, it's like, I saw Lomez and retweeting one of his own clips from the Blaze, being like, it's all about immigration. And yeah, the Manhattan Institute, found a passage in the American Children's Act, which grants children of H-1Bs and E-2s and other whatever, showing a positive impact on GDP for legal migration.
Christ.
What the fuck are we doing? You hire trans people. You hire a prostitute. What are we talking about here?
What's really going on?
So
you are a leftist.
And you know what it is about the Blaze and speaking of John Doyle and all this stuff? It's elder abuse is really what it is. It's like media market elder abuse.
It really is. Yeah, it is. Like we were saying before the show, it is just boomer slop.
It's not for us.
Yeah.
Because we're already like 10 steps ahead of that. You know, we're tapped in. It's not for anyone on X or on Rumble or on, you know, on any of that shit.
And also before the show, I was talking about how it's so funny to see how we're seeing a legacy media within the alternative media. So like, a lot of these legacy alternative people are really phasing out. Like, no one's listening to fucking Ben Shapiro.
Nobody.
Who is he for?
More people are listening to this right now.
Yeah. Fucking 900 viewers. Get on my level.
Bitch.
You're listening to the wrong Ben.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And it's like,
I'm not Jewish, though. No hat.
Just zoom in. Let's make sure.
Divine mercy.
But it's like, the whole thing is like, those are optimized for Facebook or whatever. And it's like, what's happening is like, they're selling to the Facebook boomer. It's like, hey, look, I'm John Doyle. I'm young. The young kids are trusting the plan.
Yeah. And his camera wasn't in focus. Did you notice that, by the way?
I didn't even. You know what I did notice? He was playing with a little car on his desk.
Yeah, saying Patriots are in control or something.
Because that's how old he was when his gooner dad stepped out to go to the coon cave for the last time.
Yep.
You know, like that's
brutal.
That's crazy.
The raped.
I'd rather my dad go out for like a pack of smokes and never come back.
A carton and
he's leaving with a
milk.
tube of Albaline and you know. Sick and twisted. But the thing is, like I said, it's like you're telling that to the boomers. Meanwhile, here on Twitter, you're literally crying and screaming out to the sky for Stephen Miller to save you.
Yeah, you want Daddy Stephen Miller.
So,
Christ.
What do you... you're worse than like a Jamaican orderly, the way that you're beating up on these old people. You're like fucking with their brains.
Yeah, it's real. Yeah, it is like boomer MK Ultra just fucking... Here's what the youth are thinking.
But we're here talking to the youth. We're here talking to the young men. We're talking to
the real youth, yeah. Real white men in power in charge.
Exactly. Yeah, I don't care about trying to trick the boomers for a check from Glenn Beck. Glenn Beck.
Glenn Beck.
Glenn Beck. What the fuck are we talking about?
What's
the
really
whole point of being media market literate is so that you know, like, okay, if you're getting a check from The Blaze, from Glenn Beck, that implicitly comes with certain lines that you're not able to cross.
Yes.
Those lines are the lines that we're all talking about now.
Yeah.
So what the fuck are we doing?
Daily Wire, same thing.
Go do that, get your check, get your bag. And that's the thing, it's like, you remember, like, people like Eli Lake and David French and David Frum, who sold us the Iraq War and stuff, they don't go away, right? They just continue to fail upwards. And that's what's going to happen with, like, Lomez and Rufo and all these people and Doyle. We're going to have to deal with them.
I'm going to make, can I make a prediction here on the record? We will see one of these fuckers have a show on CBS News.
Oh, absolutely.
It's going to happen.
Oh my God, forget about it.
You thought The Blaze? No.
Yeah.
We're going to see Lomez. He's going to have a 1 hour show from 6 to 7 on CBS News.
Yes. I used to think it was going to be HBO.
Mm-hmm. Right after local news ends. Mm-hmm. Or sorry, at 7:30, right after local news ends, pre-prime time. You're gonna get a little Lomez and Rufo.
I used to think it was gonna be HBO because of all like the Dasha and
the
Chloe Cherry and those kinds of connections. And but yeah, no, it's obviously because of the whole Larry Ellison deal. It's Deer. It's gonna be
Barry Weiss.
Yeah, Barry Weiss. Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like they're not going to go away. They're not going to be destitute. Well, but it's going to be funny because it's like, you know that Martin saw the way that the Blaze picked up and dropped Horny Mount Forney, that he's like, fuck.
My Forney, we listen to Baboni. Yeah, he was like, shit. Yeah, because Martin was doing a little bit of we got to give the Groypers their credit type thing.
I love it.
Yeah,
I love it. I'm like, I don't even consider myself a Groyper. I'm like, whatever. Send me back, deport me, whatever. Mm-hmm. But they seem to like.
Well,
they
as we've come to learn, most Groypers are brown. So
even better. Who gives a fuck? That's the thing. It's like, I don't live in your fucking made up.
You're safe, Basil.
Fucking made up.
We've cut
Twitter, the LARP. Agartha bullshit.
Your 4chan
great.
Retired, expired 4chan fucking language. Mm-hmm. Grow up a little bit, huh?
It's like, who gives a fuck? Yeah, they're brown. America's very brown. Sorry to break it to you. Until you start deporting some fucking people, that's the fucking lay of the land.
10 million in 4 years. Get to work.
Live with your fucking, internet meme standards. Mm-hmm. I don't give a shit. And actually, it's oh, Basil, you're gay. You're brown. Yes. What have we been telling you this whole time? I'm a legally privileged person. We get to talk like this.
Yeah.
It helps, actually. We're helping. Look at us. We're helping.
Exactly. We're privileged folk. We're fighting the good fight for you. We're doing what's necessary for America, even though we're both gay and you're brown.
It's so true.
Shocker.
It's so true. But we love America, and we're Americans.
Exactly. We love New Jersey.
Oh, it's so true. It's
God
so true. Jersey first.
Yeah, Jersey first. Oh, boy. Yeah, just a lot of these people are becoming more irrelevant. Ben Shapiro. And then we've had, fucking all the shit at the Blaze is just laughable. And yeah, the plane with the cars was such a...
It really is like Arrested Development. Like, that is when your dad left, and you're playing with dollies, you're playing with your car, you're smoking your cigar, you're
trying on his suits.
It's really so weird.
It's sad.
And you're top fishing with your thumbnail.
Oh, the thumb... Oh, yeah.
It's brutal. Like, you're really top fishing, girl. If you showed up to... If that was your profile picture and you showed up to my house like that... I mean, you showed up to my house.
Yeah, you're there.
I would
you
talk
made
shit
the
with
drive.
my friends. I'd be like, and this motherfucker.
Screenshots are going to be shared.
Oh, absolutely. But look at, but I mean.
And yeah, and then also, keep it on the topic of irrelevant people, these people popping up to disavow. One of the guys has been around for a little bit. I'll bring him up here. Where is this? Oh, we got to talk about.
Oh, we got to talk about. Yeah. Oh, that's right.
Yeah,
well, should we do that before we move on, or should we?
We could tie it back. We could tie it back. Where's the fucking? I misjumbled everything. Now I'm pissed the fuck off. It's probably at the end. Oh yeah, here we go. I don't need the audio.
They can see this, right?
Yes.
So I mean, can I just say something without everyone getting mad?
Yeah, I had a feeling you were going to say that.
He's mahogany wood.
He's kind of your type there.
Oh, Lord have mercy. That's the thing. It's like, I understand men because like when a big titty bitch gets on, it's like, okay. And I'm like, you know, he almost had me disavowing Nick. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But no, you can have get him off the screen for a second.
Yeah. Let's just before you fucking.
I'm sweating over here. Oh my god.
Pop open over there. Holy shit.
What's going on with him?
But yeah, I don't know who this freak is, and that's probably revealing of myself because I feel like, let's see, how many followers
Daily
is this?
Wire in bio. I think
14 followers. You're a nobody. I have 1,000 followers. Come on.
I'm about to. I'm about to hit 10K by the end of the year.
Yeah.
But it's like, but notice Blaze and Daily Wire in bio, immediately opinion discarded.
Yeah, it's
immediately.
Bye-bye. See ya.
Bye-bye.
But yeah, these people popping out of the woodwork they feel the need to do a dear Groypers, yada, yada, yada. We got to cut the anti-Semitism about bullshit. And he starts this thing with like, we don't have to do this. And I really just, fucking mirror, buddy. You don't have to do this. Tap out. You didn't have to do this. And yeah, it's a 30-minute fucking long video. And the entire time, and you could tell, can I zoom? Is this? Oh, I can. Look at that. The entire time, I know.
You're so good. Please zoom in.
I know. But you could tell the way his eyes are moving, he's reading from a teleprompter the entire time. By the way, this is all off the rip here. Yeah, I got notes, all right? I got notes. All off the rip for 2 hours, and this guy has to do a 30-minute monologue with a teleprompter. Oh, with a sponsored subscribe.
He looks so good.
Ring the bell, ring the bell. Yeah, this little fucking AIDS-ridden popper freak.
Oh, that's the time.
Yeah. He had to pop in there and try to do a little disavow Nick, and then another one we had on the other side. We had the bear. We had the popper AIDS.
Bear, we have the bear version.
Yeah, we had the AIDS'd out freak.
Put him in a harness. You could see him at a horse disco.
In a Tom of Finland drip. But then we also had this little Dakota, who looks like a Mormon from Utah.
Oh, yeah. Come on, Mormon boys. We see you.
A little twink here.
Yeah, Sean Cody, watch guys fuck, buy guys fuck.
Yeah, doing a little Dear Groypers with an unironed Appeal to Heaven flag. Always unironed.
Spiritually trans, really. To put up a flag behind you like that is spiritually trans.
I almost did it, and I'm glad I didn't because there really is something about buying a flag from Amazon, ripping it out of the plastic bag, and putting it up on the wall where it's like, show me your little box you made to hide all your HRT.
It's like people also bought thigh-high socks.
Yeah, thigh-high, your programming socks.
And cat ears.
And cat ears, and pink Razer gaming electronics. But yeah, little fucking faggot freaks popping out of the...
he has little fucking toys on the fucking shelf too.
Yeah, which I do have a Game Boy behind me, but we're gonna ignore
my friends can do whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah,
that's the thing.
We're different. But yeah, unironed flag. What is this light? Just gonna roast your little fucking shitty dinky setup here. Get on our level here. Transition.
He has a kind of a thick neck.
Transition.
Though. I like that.
It's very thick. He's probably a wrestler. Can you tell? He was a high school wrestler.
Oh, I love.
Yeah, look at our set.
Rugby, wrestling. That's
and
the
look
body.
at this. If you need any design notes, I got a couple friends. Shout out Ian Katz on Twitter.
So true.
So too. Worked on one of my favorite shows of recent time. God bless him. What's up with these little freaks popping out of the woodworks that feel the need to do a Dear Groypers? We need to be pro-Israel. He literally did a thing at the start of this. He's like, there's really no people on the right with pro-Zionist views. And first of all, I'm like, maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah.
And then second, yes, the fuck there is. What are you talking about?
It's the people who are canceling everyone.
I'm like,
the people who are trying to ruin everyone's lives.
Yeah, it's like, sure, people aren't listening to him as much, but they're out there.
Mm-hmm. And they have like institutional power and support. They have billions of dollars. But it's like, it's really, really weird and silly and stupid and dumb on their part because it's like, none of them actually engage with what is why Nick is so popular right now.
Yeah, if you watch the video, he literally doesn't know what he's talking about, and which is rich coming from me, and also rich coming from me is saying, what's up with these people just making shows coming out?
Where do they get off?
Yeah, where do these people get off thinking they could just make a show, make a podcast, do a monologue out of nowhere?
Off the road.
Yeah, you're gonna suburban 2500 Suburban GMT 800 full of lead ingot.
You know,
full of lead ingot will be piloting in Minecraft.
But the whole thing is like, it's like, I think this one says like, I almost fell into that too.
I fell into this trap. Oh, and this is another thing. Sorry to interrupt.
No, go off.
But I'm so tired of the Nick is for disaffected young men thing. If I have to hear the term disaffected young men one more time, I'm gonna do the lead ingot. I'm gonna go through Dakota Cavan's He's probably from Utah. I'm going to go through his Salt Lake City shoebox apartment that he's paying $2,000 on. He has a Kia Soul, and I'm going to fucking plow right through it if I have to hear disaffected young men or it's a dangerous path these people are going down. Or
And it's like, in Minecraft, first of all.
In Minecraft. Yes,
allegedly.
Yeah.
But that being said, it's like, what are they talking? First of all, it's like,
Who?
Second,
yeah, what do you...
It's like,
why?
That's not it. It's like you are still doing the kind of, to use a word, longhouse type of feminine therapy speak of like, oh, well, we have to address your issue. It's like, no, they don't want all mass migration. They don't want to be censored. You don't have to be without a job. Actually, having a job makes you more keenly aware of the censorship regime, right? Having a job and competing with H-1Bs makes you more keenly aware of the H-1B problem.
Yeah, like, so... Once again, because I'm a good Christian, I feel no ill will towards this little twink.
Of course.
Even though I did threaten to drive over him with approximately 8,000 pounds worth of metal, but that's just a joke in Minecraft.
That's a sexual euphemism.
Exactly, in the bedroom. But what the fuck was I gonna say?
But it's like having a job makes you more keenly aware.
Having a job. It's like Dakota over here. He probably hasn't felt the boot on his neck.
Exactly.
He hasn't felt the boot on his neck. It's really that simple. And not to keep glazing Nick, but he's like, he hasn't been deplatformed. He hasn't been depersoned. He hasn't... I haven't, but, there was instances in my life that I could talk about at a later time in the podcast, maybe in the after show. Who knows? But I felt the boot on my neck in one way or the other. And if you work if you make over minimum wage, even
if you have an HR department,
yeah, exactly. At your job. Yeah, you can make minimum wage, and it's like, if you're a little wagey and they find your tweets, you're still fucked. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm just delivering pizzas.
And what's so funny is like the implicit line for Dakota or the other hot one who works at the Blaze and at Daily Wire is like, don't listen to Nick, listen to the Blaze and Daily Wire. Okay, so if I listen to the Blaze, I listen to Chris Rufo and Lomez. There is nothing that Nick has said on his show that Lomez has not said in a group chat. TND, send them all back, anything about women.
All that bullshit.
In Man's World, there's a whole spread of calling me an Afghan faggot.
Treacherous faggot.
Dasha called me a treacherous faggot. That's the thing, bitch. I love it, bitch. You think I don't love it? But it's like...
I eat that shit up.
It's like, there is nothing... You go to the Blaze and you go to Daily Wire... Their fans, because they're now adopting Matt Forney and Lomez and John Doyle, are making Sonnenrad edits, are doing TND posting, are doing the Lolly posting, or whatever. So it's not like you're being saved from this mythological dark path. It's literally just about the criticism of Jewish supremacism.
It's you're getting it packaged differently. It's just just swapping loyalties for a different country, pretty much. You're still getting all of the things you want to disavow. It's just you're loving Israel instead of America. It's really kind of that simple in my view. Maybe I'm glossing over it, but I don't know.
No, I think that, I mean, if I was Nick, or if I was watching, if I was Nick and I was watching,
mayhaps,
I would be like,
shout out.
This is great. It's wonderful that they don't know what the fuck how to address this.
Yeah.
And that they also have this huge hypocrisy problem. Because it's like, obviously, none of us care about Sonnenrad edits, but it's like, you're not going to fucking tell me that talking about Jewish supremacism and as it relates to, like, politics contemporary, like, in the contemporary, and saying I'm going down a dark path or this or that.
Yeah.
No, bitch.
Yeah, it almost reminds me of, like, when Nick was doing that one debate with Dean Withers or whatever the fuck. Mm-hmm. And it's just like, these people just don't know what they're talking about. They're getting caught up in just like, oh, Democrats good, Republicans evil. That obviously there's a different sort of thing, but just like, these people just don't know what they're so retarded.
To that same point, something else we were going to talk about too is like, keep an eye on Ryan Grimm. We've already seen like Anna Kasparian, and we've seen Cenk Uygur, and we've seen like, Aaron Mate and stuff like this, like being like, okay, we're going to like be wondering what's going on with Nick and over there. Keep an eye on Ryan Grimm, who, obviously from The Intercept, so connected to Glenn Greenwald, but now works with Brianna Joy Gray and, On the Hill, whatever that shit they do, that Crystal Ball used to do.
God damn.
They just had this thing where they had one of these hot girls for Zorhan, and honestly, though, If I could be that girl for a weekend,
oh man,
the way I'd be bleached, the way, because like this, she looks good. She looks very cute, very doe-eyed. You know,
she looks very bimbo doll.
You know, it looks like AI almost. I'm like, bitch, you could, if you wanted to come over, you could have any right wing racist you wanted, but. They had this whole discussion about, like, you know, how to, you know, talk to men. And, of course, Brianna Joy Gray and the Zoran for whatever still cannot shake the framing of patriarchy hurts men, too.
Yeah,
and women aren't committing sexual violence against men. And it's like, bro, you are not prepared for how to have this conversation. And if you watch this clip, you could see the panic or, like, the kind of, like, trying to maneuver this conversation from Ryan Grimm that he cannot.
The steering,
It's completely out of his control. And he's going to continue. He's going to do, like, the Glenn Greenwald thing, the Cenk Uygur thing. He's going to start making overtures to Nick and stuff, or at least, like, saying, like, you can't just dismiss him because you can't. But again,
inevitable,
it's like,
as they say.
Brianna Joy Gray is not going to be able to do it. No. She cannot shift. She's going to be like the left's Candace Owens. She's going to have a fucking meltdown.
She's going to be another narcissistic black woman case study.
She's going to be, it's going to be interesting to watch. But it's like, again, with Cenk Uygur, with Glenn Greenwald, with Ryan Grimm, you have to hold them to the standard of the trans question, because it gets the same reason why they're still talking about men like that is because those women want to protect their privileges under the Civil Rights Act.
Yeah.
So they have to still talk about patriarchy like that. And that's why you can't get these people to talk about the race aspect of the Civil Rights Civil Rights Act, because it's too shaking to all of their privileges and what they grew up with. That's why you got to roll, do the trans thing, do the gay thing, do the, and it's like you really start to unpack it. But these people are
the raped,
and they're so insecure in their position. Yeah. It's a great place to be if you're Nick, but you also have to realize, like, this whole talk about a coalition of, like,
I just wanted to move on to the next thing about Nick. This is how you know you're the dog, is whenever you talk, it's discourse. You say something, just to fluff the ego a little bit. It's like you say things and people talk. That's so,
you that bitch when you cause all this conversation, as Beyonce said. This is the gay show. We could say it.
Yeah, you could. I don't know that song, but that's a good one. But coming out, you've probably seen the clip by now of him saying there needs to be a unity between the populist left, populist right, that really needs to unite on this against the Israel lobby. And I guess I just wanted to ask you, is that even possible? Like you were bringing up, is like they will always have the tools of censorship via the Civil Rights Act. They will always have that as a fucking tomahawk guided missile to your forehead. They will always have that trained on you. So is it? I wanted to put. I'm not. See, this is just to disprove the Groyper currying allegations here before they happen. It's like I want to push back on this a little bit because I feel like it's just not.
Well, that's the thing. It's like, how can you be in alliance with someone who literally has a loaded gun to your head?
Yeah.
And I will say, I'm having deja vu. Coming to the internet from like the 2018, 2019.
It's the Trump.
Yeah, the Bernie Trump. The Bernie Trump voter will inherit the future. I believe that. The populist thing will inherit the future. But the thing is that when we first saw this during that Bernie Trump era, it was the left that was the dominant partner in that coalition. Yes. Right? In this time, it's the right that's the dominant force in that coalition, right? So it's difficult to have that where it's like we said, they have this loaded gun of the Civil Rights that they can hold to your head at any point.
There's an ICBM trained right at their doorstep.
And it's not, you can't just simply say, we'll give up a free market, so that you give up mass immigration. Like, okay, sure, maybe we could say that for like a discrete thing, like anti-Israel, lobbying power, whatever, like you're on a discrete issue. But if we're talking about more broad-based, it's about disabusing them of the idea that they can cancel you. You have to almost preempt them. You have to say, I'm not going to let you think that for a second that you're going to cancel me on the trans issue. Make it the easiest possible thing, because if you do it on a race thing or you do it on a woman thing, once those clips get out,
Yeah.
You have to then fight much more.
Exactly.
Do it on the trans thing.
Exactly. And like we were saying, before the start of the show, is just like, you have to go in sequential order backwards.
Right.
It's like, so yeah, if you're trying to get them like, they're not going to be aligned on race and women, and like repealing the 19th is not going to happen. Like none of the shit that you Wignats want and return to tradition shit, it's not going to happen. Mm-hmm. You have to start with the trans question.
No one cares about being called transphobic. It is also the thing that is the current expansion of that Civil Rights Act-based censorship regime.
Yeah, you have to follow the civil rights raping of the white man chronologically backwards.
And if, like Nick has done with the Israel question, if you force that as to be a wedge between what you are, while it's still nascent, while it's still fungible, while it's still malleable, you force that, you put them on notice to say, we're going to say men can't be women. We're going to say that gender identity expression should not be, recognized in law, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. If they can't get past that, good, drop them. You can't work with Ryan Grimm if he can't get you past that. You can't work with Anna Kasparian if she can't get past that. Because what that means is that in the back of her head, she wants to keep that fucking, gun in the back pocket.
It's loaded.
So it's like you gotta... So, and there's another aspect of this where it's like, I don't think at this point what Nick's talking about is about building like a broad populist coalition as terms of like, voter base. I think, the way I interpret it is to say, in the market, you want to outflank Crystal Ball and Brianna Joy Gray.
You want to make your own show.
Right, and say, you know what, we're taking the economic populist shit from the left and you can't outflank us. So that's why it's actually even less, there's less stakes and more ability to use this thing as a rhetorical cudgel and thing, and to be like, we're going to take your fucking audience from you, Hassan Piker, and we're going to make sure that they know that they can't say trans women or whatever. So that way we're taking them in a subservient position. And
they have to kowtow to us for once.
Exactly. And you have to get them to have in their head that it's like, all right, not just the Israel thing, we have to start repealing back the legal frameworks that you've used for the past 10 years to cancel us.
Yep.
We have to dismantle that legal
all these civil
structure.
rights, HR bullshit.
And so, of course, immigration no immigration and mass deportations and all that thing. But we have to disarm them.
Yeah. Offering up the free market is not
right. No, we don't have a free market. Yeah. I mean, I'm sure he knows that too. Like, we don't have a free market. But I get what you mean.
Like, we're technocratic.
That's not our thing to give up. That's the thing of the Nikki Haley's and the
that's
whatever.
Your neocon. That's
theirs that they already gave up.
That's your Mitt Romney. Yeah,
we're already tariff people. We're already not free market people.
Yeah, we're past.
We don't have to give up anything really. We just have to moderate our rhetoric and be cosmopolitan and say, oh no, there's real. Gays. We have to be real about things. We're not doing a LARP like a white nationalist LARP. That's what we have to give up.
America will never be a majority, like high majority white country. Like
unless God wills it, and who knows? But right now, that's not what we're building right now. That's not what we're talking about. It's like, so what we have to give up actually is the LARP. And say we're dropping this fucking white nationalist LARP, we're dropping the Nazi LARP, we're dropping that bullshit.
Which, to ease your mind, you could still hold those opinions. You could still have views on the Great Replacement. You could still.
No, we're 10 toes down.
We're more hardcore than you.
Listen. That's a very good point. We're not saying white replacement, mass migration, white replacement is not. All of that shit is still 10 toes down 100%. But we're not doing Nazi LARP. We're not saying, Basil's brown.
You don't have to get an unironed Nazi flag from Amazon on the wall. You don't have to do that. You don't have to wear the skull mask. You don't have to do the Death in June T-shirt. You don't have to do any of that.
We just have to be a little bit more rhetorically welcoming while being completely 10 toes down on the policy of the Civil Rights Act, of immigration, of
dial
really those main two things: deporting 40 million people and rolling back the Civil Rights Act censorship regime. And those two things together,
defeating the Israel lobby,
defeating but
that's the
it's all one thing.
Yes.
It's like that's the thing. It's like pushing back, defeating the Israel lobby, dismantling the Civil Rights Act based censorship regime, and deporting 40 million people. Boom, boom, boom. We don't budge for a second on that. But beyond
we're not going to accept your trans.
We're not accepting your trans bull, and that's the censorship thing. We're not accepting your trans bullshit, and that's a 10 toes the fuck down. You
Hard
know, we're not
line.
doing your gay marriage thing.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're gay. I don't care who you fuck with. We're not doing gay marriage. We're not doing gay adoption.
Yeah.
We're not doing, sexual orientations protected in law in the Civil Rights Act.
Yep.
Right? But we're not doing this shit where it's like, oh, well, you have a Jewish wife, or it's like, get the fuck out of here. We want to win. I like winners.
Yeah.
You know, and that's a winning
win out
recipe.
here. Oh boy, I feel like that's a good. Do we have anything more to talk about?
Are you listening?
Are you listening? Are you awake? Good evening, Patriots. Welcome to InfoWars. Band.video. Yeah, before we move on here, do you have anything else to talk about related to the Tuckercaust and this unification of the quote-unquote populist left? Well, here, real quick, I guess. Let me read my notes, see if I have anything else.
I was going to say, maybe you could spark my memory.
Yeah. Yeah, using the tools of civil rights, yada, yada, yada. Oh, I mean, is this another case, which Nick's a smart guy, so I know he's not making this mistake, but is this another case of not understanding the friend-enemy distinction? And where I wanted to go with that is, do we have enough people in the right? Do we need to actually unify with these leftist freaks?
Well, the thing is, it's like...
Can the unified right, if it would happen, be enough?
Well, that's what, because the thing is, you can't unify with Ben Shapiro and Mark Levin and Barry Weiss. So I can't unify. And if I can't unify with Barry Weiss and Glenn Beck, then I can't unify with Lomez and Dasha and all those people.
Yeah.
So, okay, but it's about breaking the framing. It's about getting out of the narrative that they want to build for you.
Yeah.
Right? The narratives that they want to build for Nick, right, are to say that he is a Nazi or that he is whatever.
Yeah.
So when he makes overtures to Anna Kasparian or whatever, it breaks that framing, right? It breaks that whole mind break.
I mean, yeah.
And for us, it's like it breaks the mind thing of disaffected, whatever. It's like we're not disaffected.
Yeah.
We're
fucking
conscious,
real.
Men in America.
Yeah.
So I think no, I don't think there's any type of... See, this is why I called them the GOP left.
The GOP left, yes. That's
because
a great term.
I can't think of someone like Caitlyn Jenner as being on the right. I can't unify with them.
Yeah.
I can unify with certain post-leftists that made the same type of journey than I can Caitlyn Jenner. It doesn't, because that trans question,
card-carrying conservative or whatever.
Right.
It's I can't...
Who's been a conservative since before I was born? Conservative,
Jesus Christ.
That these people will defend. That these people will defend. So it's I think the future is going to be with the Bernie Trump voter. And it's so easy. You just do the 2015 Open Borders is a Koch brothers,
Open Borders is a Koch brothers conspiracy to drive down wages.
Bingo. It's so fucking easy.
Yeah.
And the thing is, already we're 10 steps ahead of... There's no fucking response yet.
Yeah.
So it's there's so much energy and there's so much attraction, but you can't just throw your door... you got to have borders. If you don't have borders, you don't have a country. You don't have borders, you don't have a political movement.
Yeah.
And you need to be okay, on a specific strategic goal of combating the Israel lobby, okay, you can make those. But when we're talking about the media market, and we're saying when you're doing that strategic on one issue alliance with Anna Kasparian, what you're doing is you're giving her bona fides.
Yeah.
So yeah, sure, she'll talk about crime, but there's a lot of other shit that's going on that's directly tied to the censorship regime that affects us, that we've had to deal with for the past 10 years.
Not only silent on, but enforcing, yeah.
Yeah. Where it's and they'll be but she said she had a problem with being called a birthing person. Critique the excesses, reify the premises.
Yeah.
Being called a birthing person is downstream from the law of recognizing gender identity expression.
It's the
not
whole Nancy
about
Mace thing.
Hating fucking trannies. It's not about hating cross-dressers. It's about saying plainly, and this exposes why the reaction to it is so insane, saying, okay, we're just going to go back to not having gender identity expression recognized in law. Cross-dressers have always existed. We're just not going to we're not going to pay for your jaw shavings and your tit jobs, and we're not going to pay for your hormones, and we're not going to pay for gays prep.
Yeah.
If a gay guy wants to come into America First and he's on PrEP, That's a red flag.
That's a red flag.
We have to be like, you have to pay for your own fucking PrEP. You want to work with leftists on health insurance?
If you're taking PrEP and you got your pants around your ankles in a Fire Island condo,
you're going to have a problem when we say that we're not going to pay for your PrEP anymore.
Yeah.
So the thing is, it's like...
and you can't adopt kids.
And you can't adopt kids. So, like, when a gay guy comes in and says, I want to be America first... All right, we're building a coalition, all right, but we're not paying for your... So here, you want to say, let's work on a healthcare solution that the left will like, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool, let's do that. Let's do fucking single-payer healthcare.
Yeah.
But you know what? It can't cover transitions. It can't cover PrEP.
Yeah.
You know, it can't be race-based the way that it was during COVID. It can't cover
all the extraneous shit at Planned Parenthood.
Right,
yeah.
So we have to have a thing where, you know... I don't even care about abortion. But the thing is, it's like we have to maintain, especially the things that connect. See, the thing is, the abortion issue doesn't connect to the censorship stuff.
It doesn't, yeah.
The only way that it connects to the censorship stuff is like when we talk about like the woman question and Nancy Mace and whatever. And like I said, we can't touch the race and woman stuff yet.
Yeah, we gotta.
You gotta go back,
and then the gay question,
and then once we get past the gay question, all right, let's start. It's the same thing where it's like once we deport 40 million,
looks in play.
Right, it's like once we talk about 40 million gone, then we'll talk about me getting out of here.
Yeah,
you know, you gotta. It's like politics is in.
Yeah, we can't talk about the woman question until Basil's gone. That's pretty much like the.
Yeah, then there's no difference. You know, make America Afghanistan again.
Yeah, who cares? But yeah, we were talking about the TQ, and I feel like that leads us perfectly. Or we were, bringing up all these things to our next topic that happened in a Gold's Gym. Unless you had anything else to talk about?
No, let's, because we could. This also dovetails with that. So the reaction to this is, it's like, all right, let's see where they are.
Exactly. But yeah, before we go to our next topic, that's right, I have a little advertisement read for you guys, pre-prepared here. Be right back. God bless. Greetings, everybody, and welcome to the Benny Show Shower Edition. This episode and all episodes of the Benny Show are brought to you by North Idaho Tallow Company. That's right, North Idaho Tallow Company. Long-term followers of the Benny page, Benny heads as we like to call them, will know that not only I've been using beef tallow-based skincare products for quite a while and have recommended them, I am also from that region of the country, so it was a little bit of a no-brainer to link up with North Idaho Tallow Company. They're right here in the USA making skincare products out of 100% grass-fed beef tallow, balms, scrubs, soaps, you name it. Go check it out. Use the link BenniBasilSoaps.com. That's right, BenniBasilSoaps.com. Anyway, let's get back to the show. How is this microphone working? It's not even plugged in. Fuck you. Welcome back. All right. Yeah, we were talking about... we were kind of dovetailing into the TQ.
Can we just say really quick? We're not gonna let that. These hoes could fucking never.
These hoes could never.
Come on, we have to.
These hoes could never.
Pat on the back. Pat on the back.
Watch my advertisement, folks.
We love to see it. You hoes could never.
Could never. Hire me.
Anyway.
Hire us.
BenniBasilSoaps.com.
BenniBasilSoaps.com. Check it out. We love North Idaho Tallow Company. God bless them. Truly, God bless them. Check out Dave Riley as well.
Oh, yes. Yeah, Backlash, yeah.
Moving on here. Yeah, we were dovetailing into talk about the TQ once again. And we, a couple weeks ago, when was this? Early November, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, November 3rd.
Yeah, just this month.
Yeah. We had this black chick kind of spazzing out here. Let's transition. There we go. Yeah, spazzing out on a troon in the locker room.
Rightfully spazzing out. We'll give her props. This ain't chimping. This is real shit.
Yeah, this isn't a chimp out. Oh, I don't have
She's like, and they got a penis in the women's locker room.
No one's saying shit.
No one's...
Go off, Queen.
Yeah, no one's saying shit. But yeah, I feel like this was just such a great thing to bring up because it really is... such a good example of it's all one thing, So, yeah, Basil, if you have any thoughts on this one, I'd love to
I mean, okay, so obviously this isn't the first time this has happened. Actually, I remember one of the first times that I ever blew up on Twitter, and I got retweeted by Tim Dillon and Glenn Greenwald.
Oh, really?
Which is very funny.
Yeah.
Was
good
during,
combo there.
Yeah.
Friend of the show, Barry Weiss, as he likes to say.
Was when at LA there was a spa in LA had a similar situation, and they had Antifa was protesting outside in defense of the tranny in the locker room.
Wow, I don't remember this.
And you had all types of people. Like, I think the one that Crystal Ball is married to, but maybe it was a different one. They had all those kinds of, like, citizen journalists back there who were taking the pro-trans side or whatever. And, of course, and just like we were talking about, it's like a redux of that whole era. We're having this version of it. And this woman is great. She's a black lesbian woman.
Yep. Oh, yeah. Key detail. She's banned from the Gold's Gym.
Banned from the Gold's Gym.
For complaining about the locker room incident here with the troon.
And, of course, she confronts, what's his name? Oh my God, the infamous San Francisco state senator, the one who's now running for Congress.
Oh.
He is disgusting. He looks like AIDS.
Someone in the chat help us out here. I'll pull up the chat for a second.
But Pooh probably fucking knows. But yeah, no, she confronts him, and he does of course, to be in the Democratic Party, to be of the left means that this is a line you must hold.
Yes.
So he basically tells her to go fuck herself. And actually, after telling her to go fuck herself, she, like, screams out, and she's like, that's how come my sister in jail can't get a tampon, huh?
Scott Wiener.
Thank you. Yeah. Was it Pooh Bah that told us?
It was Pooh Bah.
I love you so much. Yeah, Scott Wiener. Yeah. I mean, let's be so fucking for real. She's like, and this is how we funnel money to pharma. And I'm like, damn, bitch, you listen to Bear Bactrian? What's going on?
Yeah, she's tuned in.
It's like, exactly. And so she gets it. But, I mean, an important thing to point out here is that this is what we see all the time, really.
Yes. This is why, I feel like it'd be included in the show, because it's just... It's just a great example of, what you see.
That whole vanguard, rearguard thing, right? Yes. So, of course, this woman benefits from the Civil Rights Act legal privileges for being black and for being a woman. But really what you see with her, and you see with all of the rad femmes and Nancy Maces of the world, et cetera, is that their real issue with the trans question is that they're no longer the top of the totem pole.
Yes.
They're no longer the tip of the spear.
Yep.
They've been replaced by men in dresses.
Yep.
Right? So when you think about Nancy Mace, for example, is Nancy Mace was the tranny of her time. She destroyed a men's only institution, the Citadel, and weaponized the Civil Rights Act in order to get her there to do it. But now, because they're been usurped by men in dresses, they have to defend Title IX. It's like, whoa, bitch. Yeah. Title IX was some leftist shit back when it was, it was progressive vanguard shit.
Exactly. And it's funny how, it's just another classic example of the old guard assuring the vanguard from the previous generation, because you had people reposting this clip, people on the quote unquote right talking about how good it is, and oh, this is a great moment, it's funny, whatever, but it's like you're assuring this woman's feminist views at the end. There's this element to it where I'm having a hard time putting my thumb on it, but it's
who puts it amazingly that I always quote Marbeck from the Good Old Boys podcast. He put it one time. He's like, left wants to eschew the Gender Studies Department of 2025 for the Gender Studies Department of 2015.
That's good.
So they just want to roll it back to when women were at the top.
Women were exactly.
The women were the trannies.
When our
trannies
talking
had
about
pussies, exactly. It's like, back in my day, my tranny had a pussy.
When the gender pay gap was the top.
Exactly. But what I found really, really interesting, there's a couple things that are really interesting about this, because fundamentally, what I found was that the reaction to this was very different from the left. What I saw this on Instagram, was I saw one of the trannies from that FX show Pose, and also we have Joyanne Reed, was both of these people were saying, and also this other random tranny that always comes up on my For You page, who's in the financial district, we're basically saying, we have to take women's concerns seriously. If you're a clocky brick, if you're a hun, you should be mindful of that.
Exactly.
Maybe the passing dolls, maybe the Blair Whites, only Blair Whites get to do that. And it's very pernicious.
Yes.
Because it's how this moves forward. And it's exactly how and it's actually funny because in this way, the right took the lead. Yeah. Right? It's like almost like the vanguard within the traditional rearguard party.
Yeah.
It's the Blair White position. It's the Caitlyn Jenner position. It's the Pariah the Doll position where you say, oh, but this one passes. This one knows he's a man. This one made effort. This one's a real trans person.
They go to a Catholic church.
Right. And it's like, that doesn't matter.
Yeah. You've crossed the line.
All the dolls, the bricky Huns, the clocky bricky Huns, the cinder block Huns, all are collapsed under the title of trans. So when you make an excuse for Caitlyn Jenner, what you're saying is that there is a legitimate case study for when you can adopt this identity that will be protected under the Civil Rights Act. Yeah. So what Joy-Ann Reid is talking about is actually what Caitlyn Jenner supporters are talking about, or Blair White supporters are talking about. And this will become the consensus position between the dissident right and the left. And this is why the TQ is so important, because they're becoming more sophisticated. Yep. They're going to say, oh, you need to have a gender identity. Let me just make clear, when the Blair White position is that, oh, you can't just identify as trans, you have to have a diagnosis of gender dysphoria.
Yeah.
Sorry, bitch. What that boils down to is, rather than go through the Civil Rights Act to get, to impose themselves and get legal privileges and force you to say, put your pronouns about, they're going to go through the Americans with Disabilities Act. You get to the same position, but through a different legal means.
Yep.
And you still are censored in the workplace. You're still not able to, you will get fired if you say men can't be women, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So that's the problem when you have someone like a Blair White or a Caitlyn Jenner or this, the reaction to this trans issue, this trans, kerfuffle. So,
they'll just start going, we actually are mentally ill.
Right. We are. We know we're men. We're just asking for reasonable accommodations.
Yep.
And this is a thing where it's like, it's garlic to a vampire. We're building a broad-based thing because we care about America and whatever. It has to be about deporting illegals. It has to be about rolling back the Civil Rights Act. It has to be about, challenging Jewish supremacism. But if those three things are compromised on, you're letting in a lunatic with a loaded gun into your coalition.
Yep.
And you need
to
gatekeep.
You got to gatekeep a little bit. And speaking of the Triniisms, I kind of wanted to bring up the Thomas Matthew Crooks, the Butler shooter, who I don't know if you guys saw, but Tucker Carlson put out a little kind of mini documentary on Thomas Matthew Crooks, the shooter at Butler, Pennsylvania, tried to assassinate Trump, and revealed a couple interesting things about how he was very staunch pro-Trump, almost a TND type of character, and then flipped into a pro-lockdown stance. Very interesting. And then, also allegations, allegedly in Minecraft, all this, of, meeting with people on Discord, random people from... what was it, fucking Norway or some shit, with random Swiss or I can't remember the guy. Random accounts talking to people on Discord, and then eventually gets groomed into being like a little bit of a furry, troon adjacent type of character. So any thoughts?
I mean, the thing is, it's like a lot of them are talking about, there is this thing where it's like a trans, furry, whatever. And it's funny because it's like, even I saw Matt Walsh talking about like, oh, it's because of porn addiction that they get into this. And it's like, but also it's like, I don't know. It seems like a kind of abstracted answer to the question of like,
nihilistic death cults. Right.
And nihilistic death cult. But also it's like weird. It's like, you're pro-lockdown.
Yeah, that's...
pro-lockdown. Who else? The only person I could think of, like when I think about like pro-Trump and pro-lockdown, was like a Claire Lehman, that Australian chick, and it's like there are very few examples of that. And honestly, if you think about an example of that, is really little tech.
Yeah,
because they didn't get red pill during COVID. They cooperated during the lockdowns.
Yeah, they were hand in hand.
And then they ended up being pro-Trump. And then you have the trans thing, and they're transhumanists, and then Pariah the Doll, and then...
Weird.
It kind of starts to... I mean, we're just thinking out loud here. I mean, we're going to do more episodes, and we're going to think and whatever. But it's like important to like that's where my mind kind of is going. And it's like, there is a thing where it's like, yeah, no, these people are deeply mentally ill, but they're also groomed, and they're groomed in a specific type of way. Very interesting. Very interesting.
Yeah, and this is not entirely related, but I did want to talk about, I brought up the nihilistic death cults, and I want to relate it to both Thomas Matthew Crooks and I'm already forgetting the guys, the Charlie Kirk shooters. What the some Tyler?
Yeah, or something.
Robinson or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
But anyway, like this whole idea of kind of stepping aside from the Israel question and realizing that there is like nihilistic death cults, weird spiritual, like antichrist, transhumanist, weird shit bubbling up, people spending all their lives in Discord servers, getting groomed, and just having no human interaction, having hatred for the American way of living, having hatred for life itself.
Mm-hmm. You know what that
I feel like that's an angle that not a lot of people, we're so quick to talk about Israel, but don't forget that a lot of these people, there is a little bit of legitimacy with these trooned out, estrogen pumped full of SSRI types of people that's just spend wake to sleep on Discord and Roblox and whatever the fuck they're doing.
Well, that reminds me of like when we were talking earlier about Ryan Grimm and talking about, the men being disaffected or whatever. It was interesting in that clip, they kind of rebut him and they say, well, women aren't committing sexual violence the way that men are.
Yeah. But you're getting raped, and it's a different type of rape.
Right, and it's
a spiritual rape.
It's not to use a term, but to use the longhouse. It's like what we're doing to young American men. Neutering, really just raping them, raping their souls, and it's like they kind of end up behaving as a male analog to the way that like. When a rape accusation is actually a real rape or whatever, it's like, it's like, oh my God, that reminded me of like an old thing. It's like, if it's a real rape, the body has ways of like shutting that down. Yeah. But it's like these men end up behaving in such a way that they are raped.
They are,
They
raped.
take away that thing of them as men.
Yeah.
And it leads them to this actual dark path. This is like the actual dark path.
The actual dark path, yeah.
The path of like saying like I understand, the world and how it works and politics, and is not a dark path. It's actually quite empowering because it says, I'm going to go make a bag. I'm going to network with people. Shout out to Meta. I'm going to create fraternal networks and all of that stuff. And
grassroots, baby.
Yeah, and it's like, I'm going to listen to the Benni Basil show, and I'm going to listen to America First, and I'm going to send Benny and Basil a super chat, and then if I have money left over, then I'll send Nick a super chat.
And then you're going to go to BennyBasilSoaps.com.
And I'm going to clean my ass with some fucking beef tallow soap. Mm-hmm. That is not a dark path. The dark path is this thing of like, I'm going to make Sonnenrad edits, and I'm going to make lolly porn, and I'm going to do that whole thing, and I'm going to be in the Discord server, then I'm going to kill the president. And it's like, okay, let's
these
relax.
People, it's funny, like a lot of these people make fun of the troon, but deep down they're spiritually trans with like they just spend all their day on fucking playing Steam video games, racking up hours like a goddamn demon, and spending all day in group chats and Discord servers, and it's like, but because you put the Sunrad head behind your head, and you talk about cunny and total death, then you're on the different side of the coin. But no, you are part of this weird little. Well, in demonic Tennessee, little fucking freak cult.
In Tennessee a couple months ago, because I remember I made big hay of it because I was like fucking being a little messy bitch. Some guy went to like a No Kings protest or something like that with a gun, protest. And he was like an Evola poster, and he loved BAP, and he posting about the Talmudic Network. Tiger. It's like I obviously made hay of it because I wanted to see a messy bitch, but it's like. You're all playing a fucking messy game. Yeah. And it's not a joke. And it's really not. It's like you shouldn't be encouraging, because an early version of that is like when someone comes to me and my reply is like, oh, we're going to send you back, Basil. It's like, all right, sure, whatever. But it's like, you got to grow up, because otherwise you're going to go down this actual dark path. And it's like, yeah, no, you got to listen to the Benni Basil show, and you got to like be a normal person.
Yeah, you got to tap in a little bit. Just be aware of how you're getting raped, and not to be evangelical about it, but you also have to love your rape. To a certain degree, you have to love your rape. But that's key to understanding.
Life is
rape.
Yeah, I mean, really, I mean, you're born, you get raped, you die.
Yeah, there's no ifs, ands, or buts.
And it's just about, like, you know,
trying your best.
Yeah, doing your best.
Yeah.
It's doing your best. And not doing this thing where it's like, yeah, don't do the whole bit. Mm-hmm. You know?
Once, like we keep saying, cut the fucking LARP.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fall into these, nihilistic... Because here's the thing with the LARP is, like, if you get so caught up in it, you're just going to get so disappointed by reality that you will go batshit insane.
Right. You have to live in reality because a LARP is fun a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, playing pretend is fun a little bit. But it's like, unless you go back to putting your feet on the ground, you get lost in the sauce.
In the sauce, yeah.
You know, it's like...
You're in the Sunday gravy.
Right. And
boiling
it's like
away.
You need to... No, exactly. It's about... And you see even this in people's reactions to, like, what we're seeing, what we've been talking about it with, like, the whole, like, left-right coalition. Like, I saw somebody being like, we just saw them kill Charlie Kirk. I don't want to work with them. And it's like, grow the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. It's like, rest in peace to that man. But you know what's also very disrespectful to him? Almost as disrespectful as gloating over him, because that's already done. The way that fucking Jack Posobiec and those people fucking throw his dead body around the discourse in order to, like, defend themselves or whatever, justify themselves. I'm sorry. I don't care what Charlie Kirk would have said in this moment. Because when Charlie Kirk was alive, I didn't agree with him.
Yeah, when he was alive... I'll be honest, I thought he was a fucking dork.
Right. And I'm sorry that what happened to him, and I'm sorry for his family and whatever. It's terrible. But... stop. I'm like, you can't use him as a fucking cudgel against me. I'm sorry. Like, put that shit the fuck away. And I'm sorry, there's the politics of, like, being an elementary school kid and crossing your arms and stomping your feet and saying, they killed Charlie Kirk. I'm not gonna ever work. Yeah. Sorry, they didn't kill Charlie Kirk. Grow the fuck up. Like, what are you're just doing that because, like, get the fuck over it. Shut the fuck up. Yep. Like, you're not... we have, like, shit goes on. We got shit to do. Well, they're gonna clip that, girl.
Yeah, watch
They're gonna
out.
fucking rape me.
The raped. Yeah. If you look like that guy that was disavowing the Groypers, then maybe it is okay to rape Basil, but...
I mean, the
Mr. Clean-looking cue ball.
I hate the Daily Wire. I would hate if someone pinned me down and, you know, changed my mind.
Yeah. Speaking of, we have to save Matt Walsh.
Oh, that's so true.
Matt Walsh. Oh, I already have the clip. Oh, my... Sorry.
No, he had... I don't know. Can he even be... I mean...
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't care about saving Matt Walsh as much as I care about manipulating him into killing the Daily Wire.
That's true. It's like, you need to burn the Daily Wire from the inside.
To save yourself. That's the thing. I can't save Matt Walsh, but Matt Walsh can still save himself.
Yeah, and obviously this clip's from 2019. I won't play the audio or anything, but so it's not that relevant. I'm just throwing it up there for some B-roll.
Shit.
But
yeah, he's so fucking for real. He looks like fucking shit.
Yeah, he needs to tone it. Yeah, Jesus Christ, the forehead.
That is so bad. Everything about it is so fucking bad.
The turkey treatment. But Matt Walsh, he also needs to cut the whole be a man thing, because, and also not to do this thing too, but the physiognomy also tells me a little bit. He looks like a Reddit cuck. So when a Reddit cuck wearing flannel doing a Ron Swanson style bit is telling me that I have to be a real man, and what being a real man means is leave Israel alone. Get the fuck out of my face, dude.
He looks like John Doyle's older brother.
Yeah. Jeez. Fuck.
He knows what Dad was leaving for.
Oh yeah.
He's like, I learned. He's going like this. He's like, I learned it from watching you. I learned it.
Yeah, he knows what the carton of cigarettes actually meant.
Yeah.
He's gotta. Yeah.
But you know what? I did have a so in this clip.
Oh yes, the context of the clip is he's saying you gotta cut. He's basically saying you gotta cut the LARP.
Yeah, that's the thing. He's like, but the thing is, he's doing it in a much more like patronizing, feminine way, being like, you're gonna look back when you were advocating for white supremacy. You're gonna look back and you're gonna be embarrassed, and you're gonna be embarrassed with yourself and all this shit.
Yeah, if you're talking about race play or not race.
We're never beating the rumors. The girls are gossiping.
Mm-hmm.
It's so funny to me.
It happens.
It makes me giggle. Think what you want. I mean, I'm sorry to you. Everyone's your opinion, but
okay.
for me, I'm like, think what. Yeah, right. Actually, what? Yeah. I can't. I couldn't. Who says I couldn't? Benny.
Get on our level. No, get on our level.
Anyway, but the whole LARP or whatever. It's like, He kind of has a point.
Yeah, because sorry, I meant to say race traitor, but I brought up the race.
Use the word race traitor.
Yeah, he's like, if you use the word race traitor, you're gonna be so embarrassed. And da 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 da. Oh, and also just as a quick he also said. He's like, remember this is 2019. He's like, thankfully, Nick Fuentes and the Groypers, they're dying out. They represent a dying faction of the right wing, and it's like,
who must go?
Who must go? Yeah.
I guess I feel like we actually can't even do that since they actually did oust Assad.
Just a little bit. Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Like I feel like that guy. Whatever. Who must go?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
But no, I mean. The thing is, obviously, he's a fucking retard and he's a fucking idiot, and obviously Fuentes is one.
Yep.
But there is something to be said to take the contrarian position, I guess, is to say he's right in the fact that, like, as we've been saying, stop the LARP.
Yeah.
You should. I mean, if you're like a 16, 17-year-old guy, whatever,
it's excusable. You're having fun.
Whatever.
You're in high school. You want to be edgy. You're looking at 4chan. You're looking at 8chan. You're doing whatever the fuck.
Right.
You're on Twibbler.
But you're a 30-year-old man, and you're like, I'm Peter Rex Nazi.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, grow the fuck up.
Goebbels Groyper.
Are you not embarrassed? Is this not embarrassing? It's like, it is embarrassing. And I'm embarrassed for you. Mm-hmm. It's like, yeah, you should be able to, like, distill that down to, like, the actual motivating positions, which are, like... Mm-hmm. White genocide is real. Mass replacement migration is real. We need to deport 40 million people. We need to make it so that white men are not an oppressed minority in the law thanks to the Civil Rights Act. Those are positions that I can say with my whole chest.
Yeah.
I can't bring my friend around if my friend thinks that he's a fucking Nazi. It's like there's like this one like clip where it's like a divorce court TV show and she's like, I can't make it with him because he thinks he's Napoleon, and then comes to him and he's like, thinks he's Napoleon.
He's LARPed out.
And it's like, dude, like I
literally
need you to
live action role play.
Be normal.
Yeah.
That's like good advice.
Yeah. Just try to be a fucking normal. I know we keep repeating it and harking on it, but God, it really is just so important to just cut the fucking LARP. It's because like we all need to fight the same fight here, my friends. And
it's like we can acknowledge that when Matt Walsh is saying this,
exactly,
he's saying it because he's directing you to Daily Wire and Ben Shapiro, right?
Yeah.
But we could also like take the good and leave the bad and say, yeah, we actually don't want what Lomez and Ren and BAP and them are trying to tell you to do, which is to like pretend to be a Nazi.
Yep.
And say that Basil's brown and gay. We need you to like be a real person. Be real people. Like be a man.
Be a man.
I don't say get married. I'm saying get a fucking bag.
Yeah. Get a job.
Get a job. Get a bag.
Yeah. Have an actual job where things actually like you have to be a fucking professional person once in your goddamn life,
and being a normal person,
talk to interact and interface and mesh with society, and not just fucking group chats and Discord servers and Kiwi Farms forums or whatever the fuck you're doing. Like,
and some of them will complain and be like, "Oh, well, it's so oppressive." You have to be able to sit in a room with someone like Benny and me and have a glass of Riesling and
fine Riesling.
Like, I'm not sucking a dick in front of you. I'm not whatever. I need you to be fucking cool. I mean, listen, shouts the after show.
Yeah, the after show.
But it's like you need to be able to be fucking normal.
Yeah.
Listen, I'll be right there with you if a fucking tranny comes in here. Even then, I've been at fucking Sovereign House while this bitch is prancing around. You don't throw a knip shit, just like all these motherfuckers didn't throw a knip shit. Yeah. Right? But it's like, you maintain, I can say with my whole chest, you should not be legally recognized as a female, blah, 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 da, 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 da.
Yep.
Beyond that, I'm not spazzing the fuck out.
Sorry.
You know why? Because I have a job.
Yeah.
And I'm a cosmopolitan, and I enjoy culture, and I enjoy the city, and I enjoy this and that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to go return to the land and go fuck off. But I also don't care what you have to say. Live in your little
go do your commune.
Park ethno state. I don't care.
Yeah, go do your no offense to the sponsor, but go do your North Idaho commune. Go do your little fucking 20 acres of land.
But make sure you buy North Idaho tallow soap at BenniBasilSoaps.com.
At BenniBasilSoaps.com.
Wash your ass.
Yeah. Prep before the trade comes over.
We got we got the, what is it? We got the balm, you know?
Yeah.
We got the,
if you need to moisturize the spots.
If you can't handle that, if you can't handle us making the joke of like, Grow the fuck up.
Yeah, if you're
You're under
these
40.
degenerates are fucking
Yeah, you're
Shut
under
the
40.
fuck
Be
up.
fucking for real.
You're a
You don't give
loser.
a fuck. Shut the fuck up. It's a LARP. It's such a fucking LARP.
Yeah.
No one
No,
gives
I'm
a
a
shit.
real National Socialist.
Yeah. I'm disgusted.
Yeah.
It's like, go fuck yourself. We know what the fuck you're...
Yeah, I see you in my DMs.
It's straight up.
I see you in my goddamn
Straight
DMs
up.
saying, "What are you doing this
You
weekend?
know?
I'm in New
And
York.
how
What are
do
you
know
doing?"
does? It's like we see you at Empath Chad's DMs. You
Yeah.
know, it's like you're about to be like hosting herds,
Ugh.
like having a meth party. Like, what are we fucking talking
Yeah,
about?
you guys are gonna be poppered. You're gonna be poppered up. You're gonna be doing play. Clouds. Holy fuck! What a joke of the people.
That's the thing. We get to have fun. It's like
we
we're
have
not
fun
LARPing.
here. Yeah,
Speaking of party and play,
party and play. I wanted to move on to my next one here, and I just wanted to ask you directly, what the fuck is going on with El Salvador? But before we do that, just take a good listen to this one.
oh
This
my
is-
god, we gotta listen to this one.
Bag showed up. Mine didn't. I called American Airlines. Like, I don't know where your bags are.
Why are you going to El Salvador?
Because I worked. I'm friendly with the government down there. I work in. Let's just say I liaison from the interests of America are in El Salvador, and I help represent some of those interests. And so,
Okay.
basically, I go down there. I have safe haven down there. I have a safe house. I have people.
yeah, he has a safe house in El Salvador.
That is
What's going
beautiful.
on? What's going on in El Salvador? I mean, I know there's some.
Well, wait, before we get what's going on in El Salvador, let's figure out what's going on in this clip.
This clip is
This
so
clip is
beautiful.
insane.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll just have it play in the background here, but yeah.
So, okay, for me, one thing I have to say on the record is like like we were talking about earlier. It's like I got into this because of COVID, right? So I thank God missed the whole alt-right days.
Oh God, yeah.
So I didn't really know much about Gavin McInnes other than like he stuck a dildo up his ass on a stream,
Yep.
which I'm like cut base.
Yeah. We have fun here.
We have fun here. But I saw that clips of his interview with Nick Fuentes. I'm like, oh, I had no idea he was a fucking idiot. I was like, oh, I didn't realize he was a fucking retard. Like, so
Yeah, I just view him as entertainment, really.
But for him being an idiot or whatever, he actually did better journalism than most journalists I've
Yes.
seen. Like,
Yeah,
this
that's
is beautiful journalism.
Yeah, just that quick little interject.
You're like, hey, so what do you do? What are you doing in El Salvador?
Yeah.
And how are you not prepared for that question?
Yeah, it just the fumbling, the tweaking out,
Full
just like
short circuit.
it's literally like an Adderall short circuit. Just like I work at the safe house. And
Wait, do we have the wine key?
yes.
Oh, thank goodness. Oh, my God.
There you go.
Woo!
Yeah,
Got scared for a
We're
second. We
prepared
almost
here,
had
don't
to
worry.
call it a wrap, folks. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah.
But no, it's the thing. So, yes, what the fuck
What's
is going on
with
in El
Salvador?
So,
Because this is all tied into the patronage network. It's 100%. Yeah.
And that's how I knew of what was going on in El Salvador, because I was thinking of the Bronze Age Barry Weiss Sphere, I Am 1776, Claremont,
Yep.
Arts and Letters of Society with Andrew Beck and the Beck and Stone depart thing. Because, okay, something's up in El Salvador. Let's talk about a little bit about, okay, so Elijah Schaefer was there this week, and he was there with, whatever, we gotta, hold on. Elijah Schaefer was there this week, but also, who else was there?
Who?
Preston, what's his name?
Preston Para?
Para was there too. I'm like, girl,
Real
you're busting
twink.
your... Oh, no!
The cork has been broken.
Okay, we'll figure this out, guys.
Just push it in.
Yeah, we're...
Get the Alboline.
we're not beating the fucking accusation.
Yeah.
Hold on,
Yeah,
let's see if I can get it without getting debris in there. But
Get the Alboline, grease it up.
this guy knows what he's
This is
talking
the
about.
Gooners bottle of wine.
But
The Gooners vintage.
Preston was also down there. It's like
Interesting. Ooh, careful. We have fun here.
the world is run by twinks.
It
Let's just
really
be
is,
fucking
yeah.
for real. Shout out to Justin Kerr. It's like the world is run by twinks.
Which
God bless
I
him.
gave George Santos $40. Talk to me.
I want to go to the fucking Christmas party so bad.
Oh man, that'd be a
It
great
would be
time.
such a fucking key.
That would be that'd be peak.
So yeah, no, the world is obviously
Don't
run
thank
by
you so
twinks,
much.
and so that's.
I mean,
whatever
look at
the fuck
me,
is
look
going
at me,
on there.
ladies and gentlemen.
But then for where I'm coming from, mapping the BAP sphere or whatever. This is.
Oh yeah, new wine here by the
This
way.
is also a Riesling 2023 from Old York Cellars.
Yeah,
which
we
had
tried these.
Yeah,
Great-
we had the
great producer.
We had the Vidal Blanc last time. This is the
Excellent.
Riesling.
Excellent stuff.
So that they're out in Jersey. Check them out. They have a great fucking vineyard.
Never been. I gotta go.
It's really great. We might have a new. You know what? I just thought we might have a new sponsor next week.
Yeah, we'll see.
Next time. I know of El Salvador because Benjamin Braddock.
Yeah.
And Miss Braddock
posted on the Substack.
Some people say, and I make the argument, and I kind of agree with them, that Miss Braddock is, you know, perhaps, depending on certain interpretations of the law, an unregistered foreign agent for El Salvador.
That could entirely be the case.
Like, why is Bukele's sister or niece, one of them, following you on Instagram? Why is it that you're advocating after the whole USAID cuts, you're tweeting in certain directions? How come during the RNC convention, you know, when Trump kind of threw shots at Bukele, you were, you know, signaling in that way?
And there's some things I've heard in the group chats about that crew that, you know, I will be kosher about. I will be kind about, because I do follow a little bit of the group chat creed. I try not to.
Right,
gentleman's code.
What's that word?
We don't discuss prices. You know?
What's that word or phrase for when you go to a meeting and you can't attribute a quote to any specific person? There's a word for it.
You're
anyway.
the fucking lawyer. You should know this. You goddamn. You can't ask the fucking.
I'm a very effective attorney, actually. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
But no, I mean, so they're always down in El Salvador.
Yeah.
There's something called the Palestra House.
Yeah, what is that all about?
Where we have Curtis Yarvin speaking, we have Catherine Jordan's Secrets speaking, and of course Catherine Jordan's Secrets helped run the Passage Press event that had the HBO thing where Fat Jack, the piss fume nationalist, was a speaker, and Monica Mochak, Mommy Milkers, who other Moldovan citizen would call her a prostitute. I would never call her that. Or but it was put in Palladium magazine, I am 1776.
It's all one thing,
right? So, I don't know what safe house Elijah's talking about. Maybe it's the same safe house as Palestra.
It could be.
Maybe that's the same Palestra house that Soul Bra was a DJ at, that RFK went to.
Interesting.
So, we're talking about some weird stuff going on here.
And then there's also the crypto. There's a big cryptocurrency connection with El Salvador and all the people in the government there and yada, yada, yada. And you have a lot of these people... Your Mark Andreessens,
right?
Your Peter Thiels, who love that market. My
working theory was that Benjamin Braddock was trying to get El Salvador, because El Salvador was like a Bitcoin adopter, so was trying to get them to adopt Urbit along with it, because that's Yarvin's thing and whatever.
Yep.
Doesn't seem like that's going anywhere. Maybe, who knows what's going on with that. But there is something to be said, especially with, CPOT. What's it called?
CECOT, CECOT.
Who's their software provider? I'm sure.
Yeah.
These are questions that an inquiring mind should ask. Yeah. So it starts to explain. I'm sorry, I didn't need Bukele to teach me that locking up criminals is good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I figured that one out a long fucking time ago.
It's like, you should be a little bit more discerning, where it's like, why the fuck are we pretending like Bukele was teaching me that locking up criminals is good? I don't.
Yeah, what are we getting out of this?
So yeah, there's something going on in El Salvador.
Something's up.
Shout out to I'll say it. Shout out to Martina, and shout out to fucking Matt, Moldovan citizen.
Yeah.
What are you doing out there?
Which, Martina, I do love you. We watched the horse race together in LA. That was a good time. Shout out. But it's also, you publicly wrote a Substack article about it. You did write a Substack about El Salvador, and you do go there quite often, but I'll be honest that I feel like you're just having a good time.
No, of
using
course,
your vacation pay, but hey,
that's the thing. We should all be having a good time.
We should be having a good time.
But also, inquiring minds are going to read your Substack and be like, what?
Yeah.
Why is the guy who runs Nick Allen's Sovereign House going down to El Salvador to a safe house where Yarvin and Catherine Jordan's Secrets are giving talks, and then Catherine Jordan's Secrets, along with I Am 1776, are having events in Austin that
Weird.
Passage Press pulled out. You know what's so funny? The reason why Passage Press pulled out of the Austin event that I Am 1776 threw for the guy from True Detective, the HBO writer.
Oh yeah, Nick Palazzo.
Was specifically because that was during Tranigate, and you had Grill, who works for Passage Press, being like, "We're gonna get rid of Monica if you ease up on Passage Press." I was like, "You think I'm fucking stupid? You're not offering me anything. Like, the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
Like, yeah, she offended some of her friends. We're getting rid of Monica. Where? You think you're more powerful than Anna, Grill? Good job. You're nothing. You're nothing.
Yeah, who?
Anyway, I'm laughing. And it's so funny because a couple weeks later, he was like, well, Basil may be right about, everything 6 to 18 months before. But if you're earlier, if you want to make a lot of money, that's 6 months. I'm like, bitch, that's a thing. You
Get on early.
I'm me, you're you.
Watch the Basil and Benny show, which, by the way, I said at the start of the show, it's called the Benny show, and it happens to just be featuring Basil.
Yes.
But let's be real. This is the Basil and Benny show that you are tuning into right now, hearing it live in the flesh. And yeah, tune in. If you're saying, he's 6 to 18 months, he's got his, then just get it right from the source. Tune in, folks. What are you doing?
There's people that
have
been with me since 2019, whatever.
Yeah. Well, this is like your 4th or 5th account or something stupid like that, or
15th.
Oh fuck!
In 2022, I went through 10 accounts, the year of 10 Basil accounts.
You really forget what Twitter was like pre-Elon.
Yeah, it was really crazy.
When people talk about how shit this website is, which is right, which as we've been seeing the last couple days with the chat rollout and the Cloudflare outages, yes, it's a fucking piece of shit software, but I'm not getting banned for saying the most milquetoast, retarded, simplistic
like
thing.
Trans women are men.
Yeah.
It's like that's what it was like.
That was literally, hate speech, banned. God, yeah.
But no, thank God, so yeah, where I don't know if it's 15, it's like somewhere close to like 13, 14, 15, because there was 10 Basil accounts in 1 year.
Christ.
And I got Neobactrian back, RIP, and then now we're with Bazillion Thought. But yeah, no, it's we're all here on the timeline. Mm-hmm. It's much more fun, actually, if you take it from a lens of being aware of it as a media market.
Yes.
You don't get so caught up.
Yeah,
these
you
people
don't
really
form
caught
these
up.
parasocial relationships with these people who do not have your interest in mind, and when they do appear to have your interest in mind, it's because that opinion was bought for.
Like, imagine your boomer parents berating you and be like, Rachel Maddow is my friend.
Yeah,
I'm in a group chat with Rachel Maddow.
It's literally like that.
How dare you say that?
Yeah.
That's what you're saying when you say Bap is my friend.
Me and Joy Navarro, we have drinks.
Right. It's like you need to have a little bit of healthy
Anna
distance.
Navarro, whatever, sorry.
Whatever his fucking name is.
Confusing
Deport.
Yeah, the View host. Who cares about the View? Holy shit.
I want whatever. We're gonna do our own View. Actually, we're gonna the View on America First.
Yeah, a whole bunch of cunts at a desk. What's new?
Yapping, squawking.
Cheers.
Cheers to that. I will say I liked the Finger Lakes one better.
Yeah, this one's still good.
It's still good,
but yeah, that is perfect amount of residual sugar, as they like to say.
America's oldest winery, Brotherhood.
And it's off to the crowd
top.
here.
It's a screw top.
Screw top.
That's for the real lushes.
Yeah.
That's for the real wine, wine flies over there, the bar flies.
Washingtonville, New York. I love that.
I love it.
Yeah. Oh boy. So yeah, I feel like we kind of wrapped up the El Salvador question, but yeah, just
keep an eye on it.
Keep an eye on There's a lot of weird shit going on there. Yeah,
there's no reason why El Salvador should take up such a prominent position in our discourse.
Yeah, if we're going to be raising alarms about Israel having this much influence and yada yada yada,
the El Salvador question.
If we're always talking about this random tiny country over in the Middle East,
New Jersey,
the size of New Jersey,
they always say New Jersey. Yeah, it's so weird. It's like, all right, shout out to TDAC. All right.
Yeah. Come down to Trenton, aka the West Bank, or no, I don't know. But yeah, just be aware of El Salvador. This tiny little country, irrelevant South American country as far as I'm concerned, with a lot of influence with the tech right, the fucking your crypto fascists or whatever you want to call them.
Also, fly us out.
Fly us out.
Fly us out.
I've Mari Martinez, you've told me San Salvador is beautiful. I bet it is beautiful. The beaches look beautiful. Mm-hmm. I'll go. I'll drink the fucking thing in the coconut or whatever. I'll do it. Mm-hmm. I'm not going to go to Elijah Schaefer's safe house, though.
I will.
Well, yeah,
absolutely. Elijah, absolutely. Yeah. Are you kidding me? I can do a lot worse. I have done a lot worse.
It's not a safe house.
I'm gonna have him spaz out like that.
They didn't pay for it. It's not a work contract. It's I'm
gonna have him spaz it out like I asked him. How does he work for El Salvador?
Yeah, he's gonna be tweaking in my bussy.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, I got my
That's
shit.
what he's saying.
My shit grip like a retard holding a pencil. The fuck you talking about?
It's got that gorilla grip, as they like to say.
Oh, we're in it. We're
having fun. This is the Benny Show. This is what you guys tune in for. We have a lot of fun here.
We have a lot of fun.
You know, we talk the big stories. We get heavy-headed moments, but we also just jape around, riff into these little retards and twinks trying to run the world. When in reality, it should be us.
So true.
So true. That's what I'm talking.
It would be more fun if it was us.
Exactly. The whole world would be better off. We'd have a lot more fun. We'd be mirth.
The eagle in DC would be much better. If I was the first lady, the eagle in DC would be so much better.
And the eagle in Silver Lake would be closed down.
We would send the hazmat in.
Yeah, exactly. That place fucking sucks. Holy shit.
No, the one in DC is so bad. It's like literally a broom closet. Anyway.
Well, yeah, the one in New York City apparently has a Panera Bread on the second floor, which
that's what they say. That's what they say.
That's what we've been told, which we could not confirm. You know,
they got a cheddar broccoli up there.
Yeah, a little broccoli cheddar and cheese soup over there.
Oh, yeah.
Returning my gratuity, if I will.
It certainly sounds like it. Someone making us some cheddar broccoli soup in here.
Yeah, it's all congealed. It's got a film on the top of it.
It sounds like good pussy. Oh God. Oh, we lost him.
Yeah, we gotta go. Yeah, the viewers have gone. So I'm just gonna rapid transition to this story I saw the other day, which I didn't really feel you. This is something for me. We had this fucking Foyd, Orthodox Christian little logo there. Emoji, I should say, is my based retired mom has lots of times on her hand. She made it her hobby to read hundreds of pages of documents from the WEF, the World Economic Forum, in her spare time, talking about digital ID and vaccines, the Matrix. And what I wanted to say this is a part of me sympathizes this because not only because we talk about how COVID really was like a Kickstarter for a lot of people coming into this political scene. And to the same degree, in the same vein, it was also conspiracies. Like, I'd say for myself, before I was really politically active, I was more consider myself just a conspiracy theorist type of guy. And then it was through that I really got engaged with quote unquote politics, whatever you want to call it. So, yeah, a part of me sympathizes with this broad and her stupid fucking mother. But where I wanted to go with this is just at a certain point you have to cut the shit and you have to be real and you have to, like, your mom learning about Klaus Schwab and the World Economic Forum and you will own nothing and you will be happy and carbon taxes and all that shit. It doesn't really matter as much as like not to just toot our own horn, but the shit we're talking about. Knowing the ways you're getting lied to, knowing the ways you're getting sold to, are so much more important than just these people. There's a shadowy cabal of people. They're
Comet Pizza,
which Pizzagate is real.
Yeah,
definitely.
Of course, yeah, no, we're not saying that.
Exactly. But like it's just
that's
like
the nuance.
Exactly, and this is where I almost, swerve away from Alex Jones a little bit because I love him. Like, that was really one of my InfoWars, Alex Jones, one of my first entrances to this whole field of thought. Excuse me, sorry. A lot of liquor and sulfites down the gullet. But it's just at a certain point you have to dial back it's the globalists and it's the World Economic Forum and Klaus Schwab, and I've read their papers. They have the papers, folks. They say in these documents what they plan on doing, and like, yes, to a certain degree that does matter and you should be aware of it, but to be totally focused on these people when it's just like, or we could just get super basic about shit. Why don't you just care about lobbyists? Lobbyists in government, the Israel lobby, the abortion lobby, the tobacco lobby, the big pharma, stuff like that, where it's just like,
if you have sovereignty over your own country, if your government reflects the will of the governed, you don't have to worry about what they're doing in Geneva.
Yes,
at the World Economic Forum.
Exactly. Yes, this is such a great.
It's like,
yeah, if you separate from everything that cripples your American sovereignty, and I'll be honest, I don't think it's the World Economic Forum and it's these weird group, the Davos group, and like, it's not that.
Can I plant a conspiracy theory in the minds of the audience?
Please do.
Fun little fact. in the summer of 2017, I went to the World Economic Forum headquarters in Geneva. It's gorgeous.
He got the call.
It's gorgeous. They had wonderful little appetizers.
I bet they did, and I bet they played great music.
I have a little notebook that they give as a souvenir.
Wow, yeah. This is getting clipped.
So
the info.
Why do you think I know everything?
Yeah, the band.video crew is gonna have a field day with this.
Lost footage.
Yeah, the O'Keefe Media Group is gonna love this.
Like that's where he came from. That's why. Yep.
2017. He was Klaus Schwab
Figure
was
out
giving him
those
head.
sex-lectics.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. What's really going on?
Klaus Schwab.
Which, by the way, isn't the WF now headed by Larry Ellison or whatever?
Yeah, something like that.
So maybe I should be paying attention to the WF a little bit.
It's 1 degree removed.
But
these people are gonna have us killed at some point.
Exactly.
These people, whatever.
And that kind of reminds me of the Steve Bannon thing, not in the same vein, but where he was having his moment where he's like, you know, if we don't retain power and do what we got to do, many people in this very room are going to be in jail when they come. I'm like.
And you know what I want to say to that?
Yeah, have a moment.
If we're not deporting a fucking million people at least,
then maybe you do belong. No.
I don't give a fuck what they do to you, Steve Bannon.
Yeah.
You know what, Steve Bannon? You will never be forgiven in my eyes for the sin of the creation and unleashing of Milo Yiannopoulos.
Oh, fuck.
Go fuck yourself.
That's brutal.
Start deporting 1 million people a year by 2027, or I don't give a fuck if they throw you in jail. You know what? Give me the key. I'll throw it away.
Yeah, which once again, I'll give him my dues. I love Steve Bannon. I think he is a very important about his neo-Brandeisian views, very antitrust or whatever, or antitrust policies, I think are very important to talk about because it leads into the transhumanist thing, all that bullshit.
But is it worth Milo?
Is it worth
Milo? I could have gotten some antitrust without the fucking Milo.
Is it worth Milo and Pry the doll living in a little shack next to Silver Lake Reservoir? Is it worth
fucking what's his name? I always forget. The guy from American Apparel.
Yeah,
squatting in his house.
Yeah, the American Apparel guy.
Where fucking Ren, when they were in LA, he stayed with him. What are we talking about?
God, yeah, you guys.
We need a new generation of sinister faggots, and I'm here to say hello.
Yeah, hello.
And bye, Milo.
Bye. I've been posting the dog. You know that old meme with the dog on the. What was it, like a fucking Hallmark card of the bye? I've been getting a lot of mileage out of that lately. I'm just fucking.
Speaking of Milo, he's now come for me twice. Both times, I smacked his bitch ass around on the timeline, where it's like he has 4 likes and I have like 100 something.
Dog walked.
He doesn't know how to deal with me. Raped. The last time he's like, "You seem very sad, and I could tell from your timeline."
That's how you know you've won. Is when they just start going that you're a sad.
Or I could tell from your timeline. It's like, bitch, you think you know me off my timeline? Get the fuck out of here. You can watch all of the timeline and all of Bear Bactrian, and at best, all you'll know is Basil.
Yeah.
You know? And you don't even fucking know Basil, bitch.
You won't know the real one.
You know? You've never been to my house and had kofta and had meatballs and let me make you a martini? None of that.
Yeah, none of that. Yeah, all green olives.
Those are for my friends, and they know.
Stuffed cheese, green olives. Those were great.
Yes,
yeah, those were great.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, I feel like we're getting towards the end here. We talked a lot of, the Tuckercaust was really a main thing, and just circling back to the Tuckercaust, I wanted to bring up this.
Oh my god!
Just a real.
Let's speaking of sinister faggots,
sinister piss-soaked fetish freaks.
I'm gonna tell the whole story after. I'm gonna be like, let's get it on the record.
Yeah, what's really going on? All right, there we go. Yeah, let's bring this bad. Oh, I have to log into. Hold on, guys. We're gonna have to transition here back to the Jewish delicatessen.
But that's the thing. It's like the twinks run politics. The
piss fetish.
And the piss fetishes run the dissident, like ghostwrite the dissident right. It's hilarious.
And there we go. All right. So yeah, great thread from Jack Perfume Nationalist. If you want to take it away
I mean,
here.
we can't. We're not going to read this motherfucker's
Yeah, you don't have to read the whole thing, but yeah.
But it's basically him doing what he's been doing for a long time now, which is like throwing pot shots at Anna and Dasha, and it's just so
There's a little
funny
resentment
to me.
there.
Oh my god, reeks of piss and resentment.
The reeks of piss.
It's like
amber gold, as they call it.
It's like this motherfucker is the reason why they all excommunicated me in 2021, and it's just so funny to see like the resentment from the fact that like they couldn't carry your 400-pound ass over the finish line. It's like, sorry, bitch.
Really
no
weighing down the
one
team.
cares about what you have to say. No one cares about your pro-trans, pro-drag queen, pro-Caitlyn Jenner
We're over
GOP bullshit. No one gives a fuck. And what's so sad and pathetic is that, you know, I remember Dasha the last time she came for me. Actually, the last time she came for me is I was like, molested bitches have a terrible judge of character. Like, but the one before that,
That's
she called
so
me a
good.
treacherous faggot.
Treacherous faggot.
And just like with the guy who ends up like ruining her career or whatever, you're worried about the wrong fat faggot.
You're worried about the
The
wrong
treacherous
fat
fat
faggot.
faggot's right here. The one who, him and Alec, Filthy Armenian, in their Discord,
Oh, God.
go off and be like, we ghost wrote Red Scare, Anna owes us her career, this, that, the other thing, constantly talking shit about you here for having Nick on.
Yeah.
And it's like, for what? Because you couldn't jumpstart his career?
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
barely hanging on for dear life.
Yeah, and just in case we have audio listeners, I will read the first tweet because it is like a 5 or 6 tweet thread here. But beyond insufferable to see interviewing Nick Fuentes, he puts in quotes, now framed as this free speech martyrdom event where the problem was the incessant, needless, seemingly coarse AstroTurf promotion of a spidery and poisonous Democrat operative whose purpose is to divide the Republican base with lies. And he calls Tucker an anti-MAGA snake.
This is also a person who is pro Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah.
And pro, you know, Japanese drag queens.
Yeah, but
and
according
pro
to him
Fly the Doll.
and Ted, which, by the way, I love you, Ted.
That was such a
we're the
crash out.
Democrats.
Right.
Yeah, we're the Democrats.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are all kosher with...
With this.
You're a literal piss-soaked...
And let's
freak.
I love to do it, bitch. Let's get
We're
this one on
having
the
fun here.
fucking record. So why do we keep saying piss soak this, piss soak that? Because
Let's go big screen here, yeah.
back in the day, right, they loved Basil.
Just enjoying
because
my
Basil
wine.
made fun of CRK and River and made, you know, and exposed that they were leftist because of the trans question.
Mm-hmm.
But that Jack had a subsidiary in Japan who was a cross-dresser, and it starts to get like a little too
weird.
uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So they're like,
Little-
Basil's excommunicated. Basil's excommunicated. What do? They pick Pariah the doll out of a psych ward, literally the same day out of a psych ward, and stick a microphone in his face, and that's his first ever Perfume Nationalist appearance.
God, you love
Okay,
it.
just to do the thing where it's like, oh no, we're gonna have a trans.
Yeah.
My cool trans friend. Okay.
TM.
Following that, they want to have another subsidiary. So if you think of it as like, you know, Red Scare, Jack the Perfume Nationalist is a subsidiary of Red Scare. I'm so popular that drag queen in Japan is a subsidiary of Jack the Perfume Nationalist. He wanted to have a secondary subsidiary. And it was going to be called Chicago Transplant Authority. And it was with this guy called George and one of the guys from Ghost
Jorge?
Jail.
Okay.
Which Ghost Jail was actually good. Ghost Jail's the closest thing that the whole Dime Square scene produced,
Yeah.
like to art. You know, that was
Yeah,
the
yeah,
closest
yeah.
they ever came to art.
Something with substance, yeah.
Yeah, literally. So it was going to be them two, and of course, because it's a subsidiary of theirs, they're in order to like jumpstart the subsidiary. This is how a fucking media market works.
Yep.
You have, you know, their guests are Jack and Filthy Armenian and Birdo and you know, like the
Get all
whatever.
the... Yeah,
like yeah, let's boost this as much. Yeah,
Everyone in the group
it's a
chat.
team effort. Let's go. But what's funny is that summer, Thaddeus Russell, you know, who's a libertarian faggot, whatever. I don't think he's gay, but he's a faggot.
Yep.
Was going to do a live show for Jack and Filthy Armenian. Of course, no one wants to buy that because no one cares
Crickets.
what some fat faggot has to say.
Tonight at 11, crickets once
Right.
again.
So it ended up falling through. Whatever. Well, who knows what happens to that money? But anyway, they had tickets bought, I guess. So they go out to Chicago and they meet up with their new subsidiary.
Yeah.
And the subsidiary invites them over back to his apartment, and they're drinking some beluga vodka or something like
course.
that. And he puts on the Lighthouse, and it gets to the part where he farts or something. I've never seen the movie, but apparently there's like a farting scene.
Oh.
And this George guy, lo and behold, is actually like some sort of like fart, diaper fetishist, whatever.
Yeah.
So at that scene, he whips his dick out.
A true gooner.
And they start gooning, and they have a piss place. Why do I know this? I wasn't there.
Yeah, you weren't.
Turns out this George goes on a Twitter goon space and is like, yeah, my friends came into town. They have a podcast. And, I did this. And
not
I did
even.
We sucked and we fucked and they pissed on me. So it was Jack and Alec and this guy telepathy party and this George guy. And so that's why I say you're a piss play suck and fuck and you're a piss play diaper fetishist, fat faggot. You're 400 pounds. Like, bitch, I lost the weight. Why can't you?
Yeah. In the age of
GLP. I didn't do a GLP-1, but
yeah, 80 pounds. No, nothing. No intervention there.
What's going on with you, buddy?
Yeah. Get a grip, buddy. There's no excuse to be.
John Wayne Gacy stuns for Sex Magazine. Sex Magazine is another
Sex
thing.
Magazine.
Sex, but Sex Magazine also had a spread for Anna after her 2023 Urbit thing. Urbit, El Salvador,
Curtis Yarvin.
Curtis Yarvin, Elena Velez, Passage Press, Hestia Cigarettes.
Free press.
Right? It's like, so
Hestia.
we have so much to talk. Oh my God, Hestia Cigarette. It's like a lot to, where it's like, I said something about Hestia Cigarettes recently, and Isaac Simpson, disgraced propagandist, who made a promotional video for Barry Weiss and John Longsdale's, fake university in Austin.
Oh, yeah.
He made one of the promotional videos, but he also works with Hestia Cigarettes, was like, what's this complaining about Hestia Cigarettes? I was like, it's not complaining, right? If I'm
just making things
plain. Exactly. It's like, if I was to say, like, oh, the advertisers on MSNBC might color the way that you get your news on MSNBC.
Yeah. You're allowed to say, 70% of all advertisements are from Big Pharma, and they don't publish stories on Big Pharma and fraud and all that shit.
Right.
Related.
That's just media market literacy in the more traditional media.
Yes, I get that. That makes sense.
But now we're in the alternative media. So when I see...
And those rules don't apply anymore?
Right. So when I see Lily, whatever her name is, the one...
Oh, yeah.
You know which one I'm talking about? The one who did blackface?
Yep.
When I see Lily...
Is that Empath Chan or no?
No, it's a different one. When I see Lily whatever doing an undisclosed ad... Shout out to the FTC, bitch. It's an undisclosed ad.
Yeah, when I post this up later, I have to make sure I put disclaimers that this show is sponsored, or else I will get in trouble. She doesn't.
Right. When she does an undisclosed ad for Hestia Cigarettes, making a Holocaust joke, what the questions of who funds Hestia? What is their angle become relevant? Because what they're doing is they're selling it to you with a Holocaust joke, but we know that they have a Jewish owner, and we know that they're connected to Urbit and Yarvin and Sovereign House and whatever, which all of those things will police the discourse in such a line where it's like, oh, that's low IQ anti-Semitism, you can't be
the third world,
et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. So it's important to understand that. So, I mean... this is a good show. This is a deeply underrated show.
Deeply underrated. As some of the... and by the way, just a quick tangent. Nothing but positive remarks for the Benny show, the Basil and Benny show, as we're calling it,
Yeah. Please like and subscribe and share and comment.
I have to do the call to actions, the marketing call to actions. Like, comment, subscribe, share... What else?
Because
ring the bell.
Yeah, because as you guys know, because you're media market literate, we need you for KPIs.
There's no
when you buy some soap from BenniBasilSoaps.com,
BenniBasilSoaps.com,
you're helping us sell this as KPIs, so that when we go to somebody and we say, "Hey, America First Weekend show,
Weekend Edition, mayhaps?"
We pull the numbers.
We pull the numbers.
So there's obviously the content. Content. Let's look at the material. Yeah,
judge for yourself.
But beyond that, it's like, no, we have engagement. We have the soaps. We have the,
Ben Shapiro, 700 viewers.
Girl,
fucking John Doyle with Doyle with 300 live viewers.
No.
Get on my fucking level.
Do you want to see more of this? Don't you want us to be rich?
Yeah.
Don't you want us to flew you out to El Salvador?
Buy the damn soap so you could pay. You could pay for his Mercedes gas, that he takes from.
I just did fill up the tank, girl.
Yeah, on the way down here. Oh
yeah.
boy.
You want to tackle this one? This is a really quick point.
Just bring this up. I have another post for Basil to react here.
I love this.
Yeah, this is a
because it
good
really
one.
gets to a lot of what we talk about. This is Anna quote tweeting Solion, who, if you don't know, Solion is one of these like foot soldier lemmings for the BAP sphere.
Stephen Miller.
Right, Stephen Miller, enjoyer, where it's like, oh, yeah, Stephen Miller's a secretly based Nazi or something.
As you see, anime, cunny,
right.
Fuck, that degenerate sphere.
So he basically did a quote tweet in which he says that he was quote tweeting Trump saying that anyone can interview anyone they want.
Yes.
So Anna quote tweets and goes, "So you agree? It's okay for anyone to interview anyone, whoever they want." And then Solion has a hilarious answer. Yeah, obviously, I didn't even celebrate you being canceled for interviewing Nick. You deserved it, though, because you're an ugly foreigner and an abortionist spinster with a haunted womb, and your co-host is a horrifyingly ugly bimbo with 90 IQ and thrice as many bodies. First of all, read the bitch the house down boots, dragged her, scalped her.
all the gay verbs.
Oh my god.
And adjectives.
Scalped.
Yeah.
Truly. And also what's funny is that when I was getting into it, Anna, I used a Shaws of Sunset gif where it's Reza being like, bitch, you had 10 abortions! Because she's like admitted to having at least one. Not that I care, but it's I don't know, whatever. It's like, but your womb is haunted.
The raped.
You'll see that baby smiling down on you when you're in hell. Oops.
Yep. That's okay. Careful.
But the point about highlighting this is what's so funny is that someone like Solion will shit on Anna without even realizing that is your boss.
Yeah.
That is your boss's friend.
Yeah.
That is your stepmom. You love BAP and Ren?
This is the funny thing, because it's almost so revealing. It's like, oh, you don't even know the market that you're in. Mm-hmm. You don't even know the game that you're playing. And like me, my little retard midwit lemming ass can see the little... the dynamic at play here. It's hilarious.
Someone like him and even someone like Martin will be like, what are you talking about? We hate Anna. And it's like right. It's like me saying like, what are you talking about? I hate the accounting department.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, we work for the same company though.
Yeah.
You work for the same company.
Yeah.
So it's just really funny to see, and I love to see. And actually, what's so funny, and I want to highlight this point too as well, is like the whole Anna being like, I am scared of you, Basil. You cornered me twice while I was in with company, and whatever the fuck that means. I distinctly remember being in a Night Owl space with Solion and Anna both being speakers, and Solion going like a 10-minute tirade about like how he was going to kill her for like 10 minutes. Like, I'm gonna
he's not a problem.
But not a problem at all.
Yeah.
Right?
It's Basil who's a threat.
But because I said, hey, should Pariah's license say male or female? I'm so scared.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, bitch. It's all so
Get
fucking
real.
gay. It's
Get
so
fucking
fucking gay.
real. Yeah, I mean, this is part of my Asperger's fucking frustrations, and not to be one of those guys where neurotypicals don't really understand they don't get the frustration of being lied to. It's like, shut the fuck up. But like, this is part of my Asperger's frustration of just seeing the fucking charade and the hypocrisy and the stupidity, and knowing that it is malicious, knowing that they are all kind of going, but they're trying to sell you like a false bill of goods like 90% of the time.
Yeah, because ultimately what this is trying to sell you is Lopez and Rufo on the Blaze, which is like, it's like, where it's like, oh, publicly
Based.
what we say to the boomers
And Scott Besson's
is like,
based.
oh, Nick Fuentes and them are lost, or down a dark path or whatever. On the timeline, we encourage you to do the Sydney Sweeney Sonnenrad and the little Dark Age edit and the Cunny posting to make yourself vulnerable to cancellation. Those Rufo and Lomez are not going to save you when you get canceled for your Sonnenrad posting.
Yeah,
they're leading
that's
you
true.
down a trap.
Yeah.
They're putting the bait out of
They're giving you the
TMD.
shovel. They're giving you the shovel and say, Yeah, just keep digging a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's suspiciously
Don't worry,
6
you're gonna
foot
win.
deep. You know, we asked 6 foot deep. It does. Don't read into that. Don't read into that.
And they expect you as an audience member to take their media career advancement as a win for you.
Yeah. They
It's
must
not
be
a win
doing
for
something
you
right.
that they got a contract at the Blaze.
They got to show at the Blaze. They got
There's
to be
still
just
40 million illegals.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing? You got to listen to the Benny and Basil show. Come on.
Yeah,
the Benny show featuring Basil.
The Benny Show featuring Basil, but yeah, let's be real. This is the Basil Show featuring Benny.
Stop!
I'm just-
I would
I'm
never
just
take a
pressing
white
the
man's
buttons
place.
here. No.
I would never do a brown mass replacement. White replacement.
Well, as a treat,
As a treat.
you know. But yeah, these people are just fucking lost in the sauce. It's ridiculous. I don't know what else could be said about it really besides that. Just lost in the motherfucking sauce.
And you know, we said it. That's it.
That's about
You know.
yeah. Here, I'm gonna put on the chat here.
Yeah, let's see what they're saying.
Yeah, see if
Because eventually this is going to be super chat. Eventually we're going to be like, we're not looking at your fucking chats unless you're paying us, bitch.
Exactly.
But, you know, it's only episode 3.
Oh, yeah.
But the momentum is there.
you're watching from Busan, Pill Eater. Nice to see you.
Oh, is that real?
yeah.
I mean, maybe. I
Palladium-
mean, he is an Asian sexual.
That's right, AXA, my friend. Palladium blocked me, and I didn't even know who they were.
They are a bunch of faggots.
Yeah,
They are a bunch of transhumanist faggots.
There's your answer.
And yeah, Monica and Catherine would be all up in their replies. And allegedly, some people say, I've heard on the streets, I don't know this for a fact, that, you know. And that's all I said, so you can't sue me, bitch.
But yeah, it's that simple. Yeah, someone asked, who is that Jack Perfume Nationalist? Who? Yeah, if you wanted.
So
The
Jack
rundown.
the Perfume Nationalist is this guy, Jack Mason, out in Austin, Texas, and he has this podcast called The Perfume Nationalist. You know, I've never listened to it. I've only listened to one episode. It was the episode where they reviewed the movie The Shoah.
Oh, really?
I only listened because it was John Dios on it, who's a great guy. But what I didn't know, actually, was that friend of the pod, Jugs used to be a host on it on like season 1 or something like that. And it's like, Jugs is great. We love Jugs.
Yeah. Shout out.
But, you know, it's basically a podcast where it's an interesting idea. I'm a real fucking hater. I can hate you and still give you your props.
Yep.
We
talk about that a lot.
Yeah, we matches like fragrances with movies or whatever, and he's built a cinematic universe in his
Cool
podcast,
concept.
whatever. But what's funny is that he kind of holds himself out as like kind of this MAGA whisperer. He is the real right wing.
Yeah.
But fundamentally, it's like he's gay. TM.
Yep. You've adopted the TM. You're not just a sodomite.
He punches right to defend gay issues, whatever. He's pro Caitlyn Jenner, and ultimately the reason why I don't have hate in my heart for anyone really at this point, except for like, well, I guess I always mention I'm gonna fuck up 4 people's bags. He's one of them.
Yeah.
But I don't have to. He's fucked up his own life.
Yep. He's got that going for him.
So it's like, he was a subsidiary of Red Scare, basically, kind of like riding their coattails as they came up. And he just now in 2025 is like a resentful, fat faggot, just like seething constantly that like Anna can't like pull him over the finish line, or doesn't want to maybe.
Yeah.
But also it's like, because of that, all he does is now snipe at them and like be like resentful post.
Poppy says, "Hey Basil, watching from UK."
Oh, we love Poppy. We love Poppy.
Yeah.
I hung out with her in
while we're on
London.
the theme of calling people out, I wanted to call out Hunter Ash.
Oh yeah.
What the?
I mean,
how are we okay with this?
That was crazy.
How are we okay with a lot of people just being like, yeah, let's. Once again, now I'm the one using the terms, but platforming a literal pedophile. What's going on there?
It's crazy. But Basil's gay.
Allegedly.
But
Yeah,
Basil's gay. Well, I mean, he said it himself.
Yeah, he said it himself.
I mean,
under his, what was the old account?
Oh, I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, no, he like crashed out and was like, actually, fuck it. I'm a phebophile.
Something
hebophile.
There's nothing I could ever change, and I don't like him.
And he used to be a tranny prostitute.
Yeah, you were
But like, you can like
out.
crash out and then come back, and it's like, you put up with it. And I'm like, but I have to hear all the time that I'm gay?
Yeah.
Like, can we be fucking for real for 1 second?
Oh, boy. Let me see if I can find it.
But yeah, it's like, why? It goes to the same thing. Basil's brown, but Razib Khan and, Indian Bronson and et cetera, et cetera.
I can't find it. Whatever.
But yeah, it's just
These people are a joke.
Basil's gay, but I Am 1776 is going to sponsor an event. Claremont is going to sponsor an event for Nick Palazzo in which Monica Mochak Mommy Milker is an immigrant, and Jack the Perfume Nationalist, a fat faggot,
sorry,
and Filthy Armenian, a less fat or a skinnier faggot, are on the stage, and Pariah the Doll is in the audience, and Razib Khan is in the audience.
It's like, what do we got? What's going on here,
But
guys?
Passage Press was about to sponsor that, and Claremont was going to sponsor that through I Am 1776.
But yeah, you're brown and gay.
Right. So do you
Get
see?
fucking real.
Do you see?
Do you see? It's just none of this is genuine. It's like a lot of. Once again, a lot of the hate directed towards people like yourself, people towards Nick. It's never really about the ideological stuff because there's a lot of agreements there. It's always just like, you're trying to fuck my bag up. You're exposing the patronage network.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, like, that shit's going to be what makes my bread and butter.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter that I'm talking about replacement migration and deporting 40 million and rolling back the Civil Rights Act and the TQ and Jewish supremacism and all that stuff, because I'm brown and gay, that's why I'm gonna get the fucking bag, you fucking fat piece of shit, you fucking Lomez piece of shit, you fucking Ren piece of shit. That's
real.
why I'm gonna eat your fucking lunch, bitch.
The Benni and Basil Show brought to you by North Idaho Tallow Company. We're coming for your lunch.
Wash your ass.
Yeah, wash your ass. A trade's coming over. You got to prep. You got to clean out. Oh man, I feel like we should wrap the show up here. We've had a successful any other chats here. We're 2.5 hours here.
Yeah.
Here, I'll bring this over here.
Let's see. Well, thank you so much,
Psyche.
Puppy.
Yeah, Psyche was the Hunter Ash.
Well, Pooh's actually the one who
we love with the info once again.
We love Pooh so much. This is a Pooh stan show. We love Pooh. But yeah,
is there any way?
Don't drink the water in El Salvador. Very true. Very true. 1,900 live viewers is crazy, bitch.
I could transition here.
You better get it. That's the thing. Your guys are early investors in a phenomenon.
Yeah, you guys are on the ground floor here. Yeah, this is pre-IPO. Hello, Basil. Been a great podcast. Thank you, Anon Crusader. Much love to you.
Love it. Thank you so much for watching. We appreciate it. Yeah, so if you got, if you got some fucking expendable income, visit North Idaho Tallow. BenniBasilSoaps.com. Allow, because now when you retweet Costin or buy Man's World or whatever, you're a KPI for their media career advancement.
Help us
If
out
you like what we're doing, be a KPI for our media career advancement. You're helping an American company, you're helping an American small business, and you're getting a great product, and you're helping us to say, listen, we drive the traffic, bitch. So that way when, I'm like, hey, Nick, you guys need a weekend show? What's up? I know they call you racist and homophobic. Well, actually, they don't call him homophobic, they call him gay. But whatever.
Yeah,
that's probably why he doesn't want to do it, because he's like, I'm never going to beat the allegations. But it's like, you know how they call you racist? What if you had a brown guy saying this stuff?
Yeah, a brown and a gay guy.
A brown and a gay, It's great. North Idaho Tallow. We love it.
North Idaho Tallow. Check them out. It's not that expensive. It's fucking, at the end of the day, it's soap.
Yeah, you need
$10.
Wash your ass, bitch.
It's $10.
Yeah, no, I love that. Yeah, we got the pumpkin spice,
Look
here.
at all this shit.
But yeah, get something, because if you get anything, we can at least say, listen, we get them to fucking separate part with their money.
We need the metrics. We need the metrics.
It's like we're saying, not only are people watching, they love it so much, they're willing to part with their hard-earned dollars.
Yes.
So help us out. And I love it. It's like, it's only our 3rd episode. We already have a fucking sponsor. These hosts could fucking never.
They could never.
Rare Candy, where you at, bitch?
Yeah, where are you at?
The old heads get it. The old heads get it. But yeah, no, it's like, so
candles as well, bombs, you name it.
Bombs. The brown man is selling bombs.
Habibi.
Yeah, no, it's great stuff. So
shout out North Idaho. That's BenniBasilSoaps.com. Proud sponsor of the show. God bless them.
Until I hear what we said. No, that's the thing. They're a proud sponsor of the show.
They're a proud sponsor.
Yes. It's about building. Shout out to Meta. It's about building networks of like-minded individuals. Shout out 2026 in Jersey first.
If we're talking shit about all these patronage networks, it's like, got to make our own goddamn fucking patronage network.
It's not about putting a moral judgment on a patronage network.
No,
that's a very important point.
It's literally just understanding that it exists.
Exactly.
Like, this is the
so you understand that if there was a current thing, a news item that came up about beef tallow soap products,
and I start talking about it in a positive light,
you would understand why that might be the case.
Yes.
Right? Or so that's all it is.
It's
so you
just,
can take the good and leave the bad.
It's just media literacy. It's just understanding the story, understanding the narratives, understanding the methods.
Exactly.
And that's all we want to do. We don't want to tell you how to live. We just want to give you the tools.
Yeah.
That's it. Be aware, my friends.
So true.
Yeah, so true. On that, Basil, it's been another success. I mean, I feel like
it's literally always a pleasure.
Thank you so much for making the drive down here. We have such a fantastic time every time we do it. We always get the numbers. Basil brings the numbers, as they say. We have a lot of fun here. We have a good chat. And yeah, we're very appreciative of the live audience and the YouTube and Spotify audience. Mm-hmm. We appreciate you a lot. We love you much. BenniBasilSoaps.com. Don't forget, check them out. Any final thoughts?
No, thank you so much for having me. I can't wait to do it again. Love you. Yeah. Love the audience. Thank you so much.
Yeah, we'll have to do this again. And to play us out, I'm just going to throw my little intro on and call it a day. God bless you guys. That's it. Take care. God bless America. God bless New Jersey. God bless you.
Dust to dust, in faith, in compassion.